The final week of the regular season brings us to the Cougar Den as the Grayson County Lady Cougars welcome North Hardin. History can be made tonight as Rachel Snyder enters just 17 points away from 1,000, while the Lady Cougars look for one of their final tests before district next week. As John Rothstein says, this is March. And a good evening and welcome to the Cougar Den. Sam Gormley with you. So welcome into the Locker Room Show here on K105 and K105 Digital Productions. Big matchup here tonight between the Grayson County Lady Cougars and the North Hardin Trojans. As coming up on our Locker Room Show, we're going to introduce you to both North Hardin and Grayson County. Talk to the head coach, Ted Hill. Give you tonight's starting lineups, as this is the Lady Cougar basketball right here on K105.
Connection. It's the name of the game in Grayson County schools. Connection with students, with colleagues, with community, through relationships, through partnerships, through small daily acts, through high-impact programs at all levels. Connections that teach, that encourage, that build confidence, that show together we can, preparing students for life, equipped with real and real-world skills for success. Together, we are GC Connected.
How prepared is your family if disaster shows up at your doorstep? You can't just turn away a natural disaster. That's why it's important to go to ready.gov/plan before they show up. It has the tools and tips you need to make an emergency plan with your family. So if disaster comes knocking,
let's go.
You'll be ready to help keep your family safe.
It's just a pizza.
Yes!
Make a plan today.
We, the people, are guaranteed 5 freedoms in the First Amendment.
Freedom of speech.
Freedom of religion.
Freedom of the press.
Freedom to peaceably assemble.
Freedom to petition the government.
Only the United States has these 5 freedoms so simply bound together and guaranteed. Think first. Learn more at thinkfirstamendment.org.
Oh, that's a bad call.
That was a great call.
That's the worst call I've ever seen.
Great call.
Horrible. It's a horrible call.
Sports fans don't often see things the same way.
Terrible call.
That was a good call.
Terrible call.
But there's one call everyone can agree on. Call 811 before you dig, the free service that helps you avoid utility lines while you're digging. Know what's below. Call 811 before you dig.
Safety!
Quarry Road in Litchfield or fdbm.net.
The Twin Lakes Best Mix, K105.
Welcome back here to the Cougar Den, where the Grayson County Lady Cougars are looking to move to 11-8 on the season. So they welcome in the 3-12 North Hardin Trojans. Last year, the Trojans defeated the Lady Cougars in Radcliffe by a final score of 68-48. They enter this game with a record of 3-12. They're 1-5 in the 17th district. So last year they were 19-12 and lost to Central Hardin in the district semifinals. The Trojans are looking for their first regional tournament since 2015, but tonight they enter on a 7-game losing streak. The head coach is Whitney Hooper. She's in her 5th season at North Hardin with a record of 53-87. Earlier this season, she picked up her 100th career win. She's 100 and 154 overall as a head coach. Leading scorer is Peyton Isom. She is averaging 14.9 points and 4.5 rebounds per game. Temperance Wimberly is the big post player, as she is 5.9 points and 5.5 rebounds per game. She's 5'9", so she is going to be a challenging matchup for the Lady Cougars on the inside with Rachel Snyder. As other players you'll need to know, Ella Shearer is averaging 9.5 points and 3.1 rebounds per game. Shearer and Isom combine to take 57.4% of the team's shots. Grayson County enters this game with a record of 10-8. They'll look to pick up win number 11, and we'll introduce you to them coming up, as this is Grayson County Lady Cougar basketball on K105.
I don't think that many kids in my son's school even do it.
He makes fun of his friend who vapes.
He would never try it.
She's into soccer.
She's on the honor roll.
She's just not the type.
No way.
No way.
No way.
No way. My kid would never vape.
Get your head out of the cloud. Today, nearly 8,000 kids will start vaping. Maybe even yours. Learn about the dangers at talkaboutvaping.org.
When I was a kid, my dad would hold a nickel in one hand and a dime in the other and ask, which one is bigger? Of course, the nickel was bigger, but the dime was worth more. Think about that. With all the bank mergers going on, does bigger make them better? I don't think so. Wilson & Muir Bank is a locally owned community bank based right here in Kentucky. I like dealing with people I know personally, the same people I've trusted with my money for years. That's why it's my bank. Wilson & Muir Bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
I don't remember how it started.
Go to that.
Our back and forth. It always came back.
Dad!
You probably don't remember what you told me,
That was perfect.
but I heard every word.
What's the FAFSA?
I have no idea what FAFSA stands for.
Yeah, I've heard a couple of people at school talk about it, but I haven't actually had like a conversation about it.
And when I'm preparing for college, my top priorities are how to pay for it.
They're really focused on getting you to the college level. They're not really focused on getting you through college, so they don't really talk about the financial aid or FAFSA.
The free application for federal student aid is the first step, and it just got easier. Visit knowhowtogoky.org to find out more.
K105. The Twin Lakes Best Mix, K105.
Lady Cougars enter the record of 10-8 in tonight's game here against North Hardin at the Cougar Den, as their last game was last Tuesday, so it's been 6 days in between the two games. It was a loss to the number one team in the state, Elizabethtown, by a final score of 44-32. They were supposed to make the trip to Madisonville on Friday, but that game was canceled. 1 week from tonight, district tournament begins as the Lady Cougars will face the three-time defending district champion Edmonson County. So that game will be 1 week from tonight, 7:30 will be the tip-off on K105 as they will face Edmonson County in that 12th district semifinals in Whitesville. Leading scorer for Grayson County is Rachel Snyder. She's averaging 16.2 points and 11.6 rebounds per game. She enters tonight's game with 983 career points. She needs just 17 to cross the 1,000-point mark for her career. So last season, Kenzie Renfro was the Lady Cougar who did that, as she will look to become the second in as many seasons to cross that big 1,000-point mark. So we're going to keep an eye on that as the night goes on, and hopefully she'll be able to do it here and not have to move it over to tomorrow night's game against Barron County. One thing to note for Grayson County, Ella Robinson will not play tonight. She's averaging 8 points and 7 rebounds per game, as she has turned into Coach Hill was telling us off the year, one of the most improved players in the region. And she's playing extremely well, so hopefully she'll be back potentially tomorrow, and we'll keep an eye on that as it goes on in the coming days. So Ella Robinson will not play tonight, averaging 8 points and 7 rebounds. Assistant coaches for Grayson County are Amber Hill and Elena Jones, and the head coach is Ted Hill. We'll get his thoughts on the matchup after this, as this is Grayson County Lady Cougar basketball on K105.
How prepared is your family if disaster shows up at your doorstep? You can't just turn away a natural disaster. That's why it's important to go to ready.gov/plan before they show up. It has the tools and tips you need to make an emergency plan with your family. So if disaster comes knocking,
let's go.
You'll be ready to help keep your family safe.
It's just a pizza.
Yes!
Make a plan today.
We the people are guaranteed 5 freedoms in the First Amendment.
Freedom of speech.
Freedom of religion.
Freedom of the press.
Freedom to peaceably assemble.
Freedom to petition the government.
Only the United States has these 5 freedoms so simply bound together and guaranteed. Think first. Learn more at thinkfirstamendment.org.
I don't think that many kids in my son's school even do it.
He makes fun of his friend who vapes.
He would never try it.
She's into soccer.
She's on the honor roll.
She's just not the type.
No way.
No way.
No way.
No way, my kid would never vape.
Get your head out of the cloud. Today, nearly 8,000 kids will start vaping. Maybe even yours. Learn about the dangers at talkaboutvaping.org.
Spending time outdoors has never felt more valuable. Whether it's exploring nature or relaxing in your yard, let's do it responsibly. Before going out, check for closures and fire restrictions. Practice social distancing, even when outside and on the trail. Back at home, if burning yard debris, keep your pile small. And no matter where you are, be sure to properly extinguish any outdoor fire. Drown, stir, drown, feel. We're all in this together. Help keep our safe places safe.
The Twin Lakes Fast Mix, K10.
Welcome back to the Locker Room Show here on K105. Sam Gormley joined by the head coach of the Grayson County Lady Cougars, head coach Ted Hill. And Coach, 1 week from tonight, district tournament against Edmonson County. What's your team need to do to improve before that game?
Well, we need to play hard and give that effort that we've talked about before. And we've had some the last 3 or 4 practices have been really good, and I've been proud of them for that. We need to build on these next 2 games and shoot the ball better, obviously, than what we have been, and just get ready for Edmonton, and we know what that's going to be like.
It's been 6 days since your last game, and you mentioned you've had a couple of practices. What have been some of the things you've been focusing on?
Effort. And, we kind of got away from our diamond press some, and we've been more 2-2-1 and all that stuff, and trying to get back to putting more – we've really put an emphasis on more trapping, not only in the full court but in the half court, and everybody looking to rotate and all that good stuff. So we've done a lot of fundamental work defensively more than anything.
You mentioned after the E-Town game that you wanted your team to cut down on careless turnovers. Yeah. Is that something you can practice, or is that just completely mental and being focused on the game?
I think it's a little bit of both. Obviously, you do fundamental work from August or all summer. We didn't have a summer last year, but from August to whenever you start workouts all the way through the season. And basically the last week I've thrown and it's I know it sounds crazy, but I've thrown out the ball handling, a lot of the passing drills and all that. We just come in. If we were starting at 3 o'clock, they're stretching at 3:05. We're just up and down. We're just getting after it. And kids get tired of doing the same drills all the time. And I don't know. I just want to be more aggressive right now.
Rachel enters tonight's game 17 points away from the 1,000 mark for her career. How special of a season is she having?
Very special. Rachel's a special player. I don't know if anyone else in the region's averaging a double-double or not, but she is. And she's had a great year, and not only scoring-wise but rebounding-wise, and she's had some huge games there. And Rachel's just a great kid, She's the type of kid that you want in your program. She sets a good example for the young ones and never complains and just plays, And so that's an elite group. There's been some really good basketball players here for the Lady Cougars through the years.
Peyton Isom and Ella Shearer
Correct.
Take about 60% of North Hardin shots. How do you limit them today?
Well, we're going to get up in their grill hopefully, and they'll get special attention from us. I've watched some film on them, looked at the stats, and you're right, they shoot a lot and shoot a lot of deep threes, and good players, just freshman, sophomore, and so that'd be a good matchup for our young backcourt.
One of the things that stands out to North Hardin as well is that they are very young as well. When you're going up against a young team, is there a way that you can coach to make the youth come out?
Well, you want to put pressure on them, and that's what we intend to do and see if it works out. They've, you look at their scores, and she was telling me they were only down, Coach Hopper was telling me that they were only down 4 late to Central Hardin, who has a nice team. Of course, we know John Hardin from playing them, and they've had 2 wars with them. An overtime game and another 3 or 4 point game. So I don't know how they're viewing us. We're hard to scout, and it's according to what mood we're in.
A win tonight guarantees you a winning season this year. What needs to happen to pick that up?
Effort. We got to get back to the more defensive intensity. Quit playing so soft. Of course, earlier in the year, as you well know, I try to keep Rachel and Ella out of foul trouble, and we're just going to have to get back at it. And I just want to see some good effort, good positive energy tonight. and building from 1 week from tonight, and that'll be a special time up there at Whitesville.
Good luck.
Thank you.
We'll have more here coming up in the locker room show after this.
How's everything taste tonight, folks?
Oh, excellent.
How was your chicken tonight?
It's excellent. Where was it raised?
As a chef, it's important to know where your food comes from. That's why we buy local and Kentucky-raised food.
We're the Settles family from Owensboro, Kentucky.
We produce poultry for families all over the state.
And we're proud of the products that we produce. If you're buying a chicken that came from our farm, you're getting an excellent quality product. Some of the best you'll find in the case.
A lot of your local restaurants feature our poultry products. We are a Kentucky farm family.
Feeding Kentucky.
Feeding the world.
When caring for a family member, their state of health is continually on your mind. And when they're faced with a health concern, you'll do just about anything to make them feel better. Rest assured, their feel better starts right here at Midway Pharmacy. We take our time to get to know all about your family's health history so we can provide you with educated advice. So when someone's counting on you to help them maintain a healthy lifestyle or to overcome that untimely sickness, remember, your feel better starts here. At Midway Pharmacy.
Living in your ideal home, or is it still a dream? Future Designs Building Materials can help you turn your dreams into reality with atrium windows that will make the sun look brighter, roofing material that will keep your home protected year-round, and decking material for that perfect barbecue setting. Now is the perfect time to get your home improvement project off the ground. Got questions? Future Designs Building Materials can help with all your lumber and home improvement questions. Visit Future Designs Building Materials on Quarry Road in Litchfield or fdbm.net.
The Twin Lakes Fast Mix, K105.
Welcome back here to the Cougar Den, where Grayson County and North Hardin are moments away from getting on their way. We'll give you North Hardin's starting lineup now and the Lady Cougars after the break. For North Hardin, the starting lineup will be Jerica Johnson, Ella Shearer, Peyton Isom, Jayana Lee, and Temperance Wimberly. That's Wimberly, Lee, Isom, Shearer, and Johnson. The Lady Cougars lineup is next on K105.
How prepared is your family if disaster shows up at your doorstep? You can't just turn away a natural disaster. That's why it's important to go to ready.gov/plan before they show up. It has the tools and tips you need to make an emergency plan with your family. So if disaster comes knocking,
let's go.
You'll be ready to help keep your family safe.
It's just a pizza.
Yes!
Make a plan today.
Jordan knows he shouldn't eat this entire bowl of nachos, but tonight he's earned that right. Because a few hours ago, in the middle of happy hour, he recognized a sign. Not from the gods or a bolt of lightning, but from a double heart, a kissy face, and a fourth ha in ha ha ha. That's when Jordan knew he was buzzed. So when it was time to go, he got a ride home instead of driving. Be a legend like Jordan. Recognize your buzzed warning signs and get a ride home. Buzz driving is drunk driving.
Being prepared is a part of who you are. But it's especially important in the case of a disaster. Be informed about possible emergencies in your area. Make a plan that covers where you'll go in an emergency. Build a kit with the things you need to survive. There's no one more capable of planning for your situation than you. Start your plan today. Go to ready.gov/myplan.
IC, an equal housing lender. NMLS 403246.
This is Grayson County Cougar Basketball on K105. Cougar Basketball is brought to you in part by Future Designs Building Materials, Dan Powers of Litchfield, the Sicilian Bank, Twin Lakes Regional Medical Center, Scotty's Contracting and Stone, Midway Pharmacy, and by Wilson and Muir Bank. It's time for the tip-off. Let's go courtside to Sam Gormley.
Let's meet the starting lineup here for the Grayson County Lady Cougars. Sophomore guard number 5, Arissa Riggs. Freshman guard number 12, Sydney Perkins. Senior forward number 15, Rachel Snyder. sophomore guard number 20, Annie Kuiper, and junior forward number 23, Reagan Cave. Again, that's Cave, Kuiper, Snyder, Perkins, Riggs. The play-by-play is next on K105.
Kentucky's new 5-star school rating system provides parents with an easy way to find out how their children's schools are performing. Star ratings are based on test scores for reading, math, social studies, science, and writing. They are also based on students' academic growth over 1 year. For high schools, ratings are also based on how well students are prepared for college and careers after graduation and the number of students who graduate on time. Visit kyschoolreportcard.com for the latest information on schools in your community.
When I was a kid, my dad would hold a nickel in one hand and a dime in the other and ask, which one is bigger? Of course, the nickel was bigger, but the dime was worth more. Think about that. With all the bank mergers going on, does bigger make them better? I don't think so. Wilson & Muir Bank is a locally owned community bank based right here in Kentucky. I like dealing with people I know personally, the same people I've trusted with my money for years. That's why it's my bank. Wilson & Muir Bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
It's time for basketball in Litchfield. Grayson County and North Hardin getting ready to get underway. Again, the starting lineup for North Hardin, it's Jerica Johnson, Ella Shearer, Peyton Isom, Gianna Lee, and Temperance Wimberly. And for Grayson County, it's Arissa Riggs, Sydney Perkins, Rachel Snyder, Annie Kuiper, and Reagan Cave. Your officials for tonight's game, Brad Houghton, Darren Harris, and Charles Morris. We'll have a little bit more on Charles Morris as the night goes on tonight. Big milestone here for him as one of the officials. We'll be sure to bring you more on that as the night goes on. It will be North Hardin basketball to start off with, as they will work from left to right on your radio dial, as it'll be Shearer to pass in, and she throws in to Isom. Isom breaks down the left lane and has it stripped away by Perkins, but it's run down in the near corner by Lee. Lee throws it away, and it's stolen away by Riggs. Fast break up to Kuiper, down the right side. Flip shot, good. Annie Kuiper's defensive pressure leads to a bucket on the other end, and Grayson County has the early 2-0 lead. Appreciate you taking the time to tune in here on K105 and K105 Digital Productions, as an offensive foul is going to be called on the inside. On the drive, Shearer drove in, but Temperance Wimberly, the post player for North Hardin, cleared out the interior. And because of that, it's an offensive foul called on the inside. 2-0 Lady Cougars on top, 7 minutes, 35 seconds to play in tonight's basketball game here in the first quarter. Left side, Riggs with a basketball, cross court to Perkins. Perkins to the left wing to Riggs. Riggs ball fake. Outside again to Kuiper. Lady Cougars in their home white jerseys with orange numerals. Cave underneath. A blocking foul is going to be called. She caught it on the right block. Tried to go up for the shot, but she was bumped and fouled by Isom. It's her first and the team's second. Or sorry, that is on Lee. Lee, that is her first. And again, that team's second. Kuiper in the near side. Steps out of bounds. And it's going to be back towards North Hardin basketball. North Hardin in their road block jerseys with blue numerals and a large blue stripe up the side. I'm not even sure you can call it a stripe. It is large. Shearer passes it in, has it knocked out of bounds by Riggs, but a foul is going to be called on Riggs on the reach-in. For Riggs, that's her first and the team's first. And if you're learning anything through the first 50 seconds, officials are calling it tight. It's one of those things that you've got to learn who your officials are. As long as they're consistent, that's the biggest thing with this. Johnson with the basketball, loses it in the corner, taken away by Perkins for Grayson County. Perkins up the near side, angles back towards the middle, and will run right into Annie Kuiper and just hand her the basketball. Left wing Riggs, three is up and no good. Bounces off the back of the rim, rebounded underneath by Grayson County's Kuiper. And it's out of bounds off of her, and it's going to go towards North Hardin basketball. 2-0, Grayson County leads, 6 minutes, 47 seconds to play in the first quarter. Here from the Cougar Den at Grayson County High School, as this is WKHG Litchfield. In the backcourt, Isom passes over to the far side to Shearer, but it's out of her reach, and it's going to go back towards Grayson County basketball. Of course, the Lady Cougars, Rachel Snyder enters tonight's game needing just 17 points to cross the 1,000-point mark for her career. She's yet to touch the ball so far tonight. She enters with 983 points in her year that she's played 4 years. A lot for Grayson County. She's got it down on the right block. Spins back towards the near side. Shot short. Rebound on the floor is taken by North Hardin. North Hardin pushing. It's Isom with the basketball. Over to the left wing to Johnson, who drives in. Shot is up. No good. Rebounded by Snyder for Grayson County. Snyder gives it off to Cave. Cave, an outlet pass to the far side to Kuiper. Kuiper back towards the middle, picks it up, swings it over to Cave. Cave, no look pass to Riggs. Riggs, ball fake outside to Kuiper, to the near side to Perkins. Perkins thought about the three, gives it out front to Kuiper. Kuiper swings it over to Riggs. Right wing, ball fake, down inside to Snyder. Gets around her defender, turns it up, shot's good. 15 points away now for Rachel Snyder. Something to keep in mind as the Lady Cougars lead 4-0. 5 minutes and 55 seconds to play here in our opening quarter. An outlet pass down to the left side to Isom. Isom gives it out to the left wing, stepping into the three and knocking it down. On the three-pointer by North Hardin, that's Jerica Johnson. 4-3, Grayson County leads this one. 5 minutes and 36 seconds to play here in our opening quarter. Right wing Kuiper gives it out front here to Riggs. Riggs to the left wing to Perkins. She's left all alone. Three is up, in and out. Rebound on the floor is out of bounds. Saved in bounds, though, by Kuiper, but it's into the hands, though, of Johnson. Johnson will look to push for North Hardin. They have numbers. To the left wing to Shearer, and she loses the ball out of bounds off of her own foot. And it's going to be Grayson County basketball. Substitution into the game for North Hardin will be Destiny Barnes. She's averaging 1.4 points and 1.7 rebounds per game. Checking out will be Tempest Wimberly. Lady Cougars on top, 4-3. 5 minutes and 15 seconds to play here in the first quarter. Left wing Perkins with the basketball. Gives it out front to Riggs. Riggs to the left wing to Cave. Cave drives down near side. In on Barnes. You've got a man-to-man defense for, actually it's a zone for North Hardin. Got a 2-3 look for them. Right wing Kuiper. Kuiper ball fake to the inside to Snyder. Gives it to the left wing to Riggs. Riggs back to Cave. Cave at the free throw line. Fires a pass inside to Kuiper, who tries a jump pass outside. But it's going to be on the floor, and a foul is going to be called on Destiny Barnes. And it's her first, the team's third. As that foul was called by Charles Morris. It's his final ever basketball game. It's his final game officiating, as he says he's going to stick to doing just baseball and softball as the Lady Cougars throw the inbounds pass away. And a double dribble is going to be called by the aforementioned Charles Morris. He said that he's been married to his wife for 44 years and said he'd rather spend the time with her. And you know what? You got to love that. So he said he's going to stick and just do baseball and softball. So this is his final ever game officiating basketball. He's been doing it a long time. So it's always a good thing, and you can't give officials enough props for doing what they do. As it's to the left wing to Riggs. Grayson County has the basketball. They lead 4-3, 4 minutes and 20 seconds to play in the first quarter. Cave, cross court to Perkins, deep on the right wing. Out front to Kuiper. She'll take the three. Straight away, it's no good off to the right. Rebound on the floor is chased down in the corner by Johnson. Johnson gives it off to Isom. Isom breaks the timeline, angles back here down towards the near side. Splits defenders, flip shot off the right side's no good. Rebounded by Rachel Snyder for Grayson County. Snyder, an outlet pass to Kuiper. Kuiper has Riggs wide open on the right block. Riggs takes it, and it's blocked out of bounds by Shearer on the inside. Nice transition defense for the sophomore Ella Shearer. She just knocked that one right out of Arissa Riggs' hands. 3 minutes, 58 seconds to play in the first quarter. Grayson County leads this one 4-3. Kuiper's got to pass in, passes down to the far side to Snyder. Snyder runs right into the right block. She's triple teamed on the inside, finds Kuiper. Kuiper throws it out to Perkins, and that's going to be thrown away. And it's going to be over and back for Grayson. In fact, it's not even going to be over and back. It's just going to roll right out of bounds. 4-3, Grayson County. They lead this one 3 minutes, 48 seconds to play in the first quarter. Always good to see Mr. Spirit here tonight. It looks like Mr. Spirit's rocking a glowing necklace. Is it blinking or something? I'm not sure what it is, but I like it. Right wing, Isom gets a screen from Barnes. Isom's double team straight away, gives it off to Johnson. Three, right wing, a high arcing shot. It's no good. Rebounded by Cave for Grayson County. Cave, an outlet pass to Perkins. Perkins on the right wing, passes over to the far side to Riggs. Riggs tries to get it inside to Snyder, but the interior pass is knocked away and stolen away by Jerica Johnson. Johnson, an outlet pass to Shearer. Shearer off to Johnson. Johnson inside, off the hands of Lee on the inside. She tries to save it inbounds, but throws it into the hands of Cave for Grayson County. Snyder down the right side, picks up her dribble inside the lane, and we're going to have a jump ball. That's going to stay Grayson County basketball. 4-3, 3 minutes and 12 seconds to play here in the first quarter. Whitney Hooper on the sideline, coaching up her team. Actually, it's North Hardin basketball. So I thought it was going to be Grayson County ball. I was going to say it is Grayson County. I'm not usually good at keeping up with jump balls, but I thought it was Lady Cougar basketball. So it'll be Kuiper to pass in from underneath of the basket. She scans once, scans twice, and throws it away on the floor. We're going to have a jump ball. This time it'll be North Hardin basketball. She tried to get it into the left block to Snyder, but that passing lane was not there. North Hardin with the basketball. Lady Cougars coming out with their diamond press. And North Hardin breaks it with ease. To the left wing, down to the right block. Barnes lays it in off the right side. North Hardin has their first lead of this game. At 5-4, Grayson County scored 2 quick baskets by Snyder and by Kuiper. But since that point have gone ice cold from the floor and really have not been able to get a shot off. Snyder drives down the left lane. Back towards the middle. Goes up with a shot. It's good! And she'll go to the free throw line. I'm not sure how Rachel Snyder got that basket to fall as that foul's called on. It's called on 25, Gianna Lee. That is her second and the team's fourth. So it'll be Rachel Snyder to try and convert on the and one. And we're going to try and keep track of her point. She's now 13 points away from 1,000 for her career. Free throw coming for the senior is good. 12 points. We'll keep the countdown going for Rachel Snyder, trying to join an illustrious list. Pass down to the near side to Barnes. Barnes drives to your baseline and loses the ball out of bounds, but it's off of Rachel Snyder. 2 minutes, 39 seconds as Ted Hill didn't seem to agree with that call at all. So it will be Johnson to pass in from underneath of her own basket. She passes into the near side. It's a new player into the game. It's Atkinson who takes the three. It's up, no good. Rebound on the floor is Snyder, who gets thrown down by Wimberly. Hopefully Rachel Snyder is okay, as Wimberly and Snyder were both going for it, and they were fighting for it, and Temperance Wimberly just took the ball, and Rachel Snyder went with her. 7-5, Grayson County leads this one. 2 minutes and 30 seconds to play here in the first quarter. It's Arissa Riggs with the basketball, dribbling with the right hand into the near corner to Snyder. Snyder gets a screen from Riggs, no look pass out front to Perkins. Perkins to the left wing to Riggs. Riggs out front to Kuiper. Zone defense again for North Hardin. Far side, driving in is Cave and walks with it. She drove in, nice defense by Wimberly on the inside. Grayson County couldn't do anything with it. 2 minutes, 13 seconds to play in the first quarter. Lady Cougars on top, 7-5. Brianna Dennis checks in as Corey Milam will check in for Sydney Perkins. Brianna Dennis will check in for Reagan Cave. So on the floor for Grayson County, you've got Kuiper, Riggs, Milam, Snyder, and Dennis. Isom passes down here to the near side to Atkinson. Atkinson gives it back to Isom. Isom over to the left wing to Johnson. Johnson inside to Wimberly. Wimberly takes one dribble, fires to the near side. Atkinson, a high arcing three is no good. Rebounded by Brianna Dennis. Atkinson shoots about 31% from three-point range here, and a double dribble is going to be called as Annie Kuiper crosses the half-court line and stutter-stepped ever so much, and the official Brad Houghton was right there on top of it to call the double dribble. Gracie Franklin will check into the game for Annie Kuiper. Franklin on the season averaging 1.6 points, 0.8 points a game. She's someone who's going to shoot the three, though. If she's open, she is going to let it fly. Far corner, Barnes with the basketball to the left wing to Johnson. Outside to Isom. Three, no good. Rebound on the floor. Is taken by Barnes, and she falls down and walks with it. 7-5, Grayson County on top of this one. 1 minute and 37 seconds to play in the first quarter as Ella Shearer will check into the game. Out for her will be Jerica Johnson. Whitney Hooper is the head coach for North Hardin. She's in her 5th season as the head coach of the Trojans with a record of 53-87. And crossing half court again is Arissa Riggs, and another turnover for Grayson County. Back-to-back turnovers immediately when you cross half court. As Briley Renfro will check in at the next stoppage of play for Grayson County. Some frustration shown by Ted Hill on the sideline. Three-pointer by Atkinson on the far side. It's no good, just a little bit long. Rebounded by Barnes, and she steps out of bounds, and it's going to be Grayson County basketball. Renfro will check in for Arissa Riggs. So on the floor for Grayson County, you've got some youth in the backcourt with Milam and Renfro. And then you've got just as about an experience as you can get with Snyder, Dennis, and Franklin, the only 3 seniors who are eligible to play tonight. Interior pass is knocked away and stolen away by North Hardin. Fast break down the right side, Isom. Jump pass to the near side is out of bounds off of Renfro. So it's going to stay North Hardin basketball. Offense has not been good for Grayson County here in this game, other than Rachel Snyder. It's been careless turnovers. You heard Ted Hill and I talk about that in the open. You just got to focus. It's that simple. 3, far side by Shearer is up, no good. Rebounded by Gracie Franklin for Grayson County. Franklin gives it off to Snyder with 50 seconds and counting to play in the first quarter. Snyder, a no-look pass to Renfro, who's going to dribble it with the right hand. Ted Hill delivers the play call to his team. Renfro picks up her dribble straight away, gives it to Milam straight away. Milam back to Renfro, inside to Snyder on the left block. Snyder out to the right wing to Franklin. 3 is up and no good. It's just short. Rebounded by North Hardin. Outlet pass to Shearer. Fast break down the left side. Layup up, no good. But Milam fouls her. And it will be Ella Shearer to the free throw line. For Milam, that is her first and the team's second. And to the free throw line will be Ella Shearer, where she leads the team 84%. She's only missed 5 free throws this entire season. As the free throw is up and good. Substitution into the game for North Hardin. Over on the far side of the floor is Nevaeh Raphael. Second free throw is good. Shearer makes them both. North Hardin has tied our game up here at 7 with 25 seconds and counting to play in the first quarter. Renfro with the basketball on the right side, gives it out front to Milam. Milam back to Renfro. Grayson County's got to get a bucket here to try and take a lead here in this game. They can't let North Hardin stay in this one. They just need a basket. Far side, Franklin with 9 seconds and counting. Inside to Snyder. Snyder shot off the left side, good. 9-7, 3 seconds. North Hardin's not even going to get a shot off. Shearer takes a shot. It's not in time, and it's no good anyways. At the end of one, Grayson County leads this one 9-7. This is Grayson County Lady Cougar basketball on K105.
Being prepared is a part of who you are, but it's especially important in the case of a disaster. Be informed about possible emergencies in your area. Make a plan that covers where you'll go in an emergency. Build a kit with the things you need to survive. There's no one more capable of planning for your situation than you. Start your plan today. Go to ready.gov/myplan.
When caring for a family member, their state of health is continually on your mind. And when they're faced with a health concern, you'll do just about anything to make them feel better. Rest assured, their feel better starts right here at Midway Pharmacy. We take our time to get to know all about your family's health history so we can provide you with educated advice. So when someone's counting on you to help them maintain a healthy lifestyle or to overcome that untimely sickness, remember, your feel better starts here at Midway Pharmacy.
Grayson County leads this one 9-7 as we start the second quarter. Rachel Snyder leading all scorers with 7 points. She is now 10 points away from 1,000 for her career. For North Hardin, it's Jerica Johnson having 3, Destiny Barnes with 2, and Ella Shearer with 2 as well. It will be Trojan basketball to start this second quarter. Again, it is 9-7. Grayson County with a lead here. Second to last regular season game for Grayson County. Third to last for North Hardin. Far corner, Shearer with the basketball to Johnson, swinging it over to Barnes. Barnes to the right wing to Raphael. Out front now to the left wing, outside to Shearer. Shearer swings it over to Barnes. Barnes out front to Johnson. Johnson back to Raphael. Zone defense for Grayson County. Again, they're going with that same lineup that they ended the first quarter in. Down to the left block to Wimberly. Shot is up short. Rebound is spiked out of bounds by Barnes. She tried to knock it back in, but it went out of bounds. It wasn't. She missed it. So it's going to stay Grayson County basketball. 9-7, Lady Cougs on top. 7 minutes, 25 seconds to play here in the second quarter. Milam with the basketball straight away. Over to the right wing to Renfro. Renfro takes 2 dribbles, gives it over to the far side to Franklin. She'll take the 3. It's up, no good. Rebound on the floor is off the hands of Dennis and into the hands of Barnes for North Hardin. Outlet pass by Johnson to the left wing to Raphael, out front to Johnson. She'll take the 3, lets it fly, it's no good. Rebound by Wimberly. Wimberly's put back off the left side is no good long. Rebounded by Rachel Snyder for Grayson County. Snyder gives it off to Renfro. Renfro looked to get it back to Snyder, but instead gives it out front to Milam. Milam back to Renfro. Interior pass is knocked away by Johnson. Back into the hands, though, of Renfro. To Milam. Milam into the corner to Franklin. Franklin going to dribble with the right hand. Look to get it inside to Dennis. Gets it out front to Renfro. Renfro to the left wing to Milam. Milam takes one dribble with the right hand to the left elbow to Dennis, and it's knocked away and stolen away by Shearer. Shearer down the left side. Euro step. Shots up. No good. But she is fouled on the drive by Grayson County. I think it's going to be called on Briley Renfro. It is on Renfro. It's her first. The team's third. So Ella Shearer will go to the free throw line again, where she leads the team. 84.4% coming into tonight's game, and that first one is no good. Only the 6th free throw that she has missed this entire season. Sydney Perkins will check into the game for the Lady Cougars. Taking a seat will be Corey Milam. Reagan Cave will check in for Brianna Dennis. Second free throw by Shearer is no good, short, and Rachel Snyder's there to get the rebound for Grayson County. 9-7, Lady Cougars on top. 6 minutes and 25 seconds to play in the second quarter. Far side, Perkins gets it inside to Snyder. Snyder's double teamed on the inside and walks with it. Good call by the official on the inside, giving North Hardin the basketball back. And Ted Hill was telling his team during this last timeout, he said 10 turnovers in the first half was what his count was. 10 turnovers in a game is not great, let alone in one quarter. Shearer on the right wing to the left wing to Johnson. Over to Barnes. 18 feet jump shot is an air ball. Way long. Rebounded by Renfro for Grayson County. Renfro will look to push. She breaks the timeline, angles back towards the middle. In between the circles. Gives it to Perkins on the left wing. Perkins cross court to Cave. And it's off Cave's hands. And out of bounds. And it's going to go back towards North Hardin basketball. 9-7. Lady Cougars lead this one. 5 minutes and 54 seconds to play in the second quarter. As Shearer gives it to Isom. Isom throws it away, but I think it was knocked away by Perkins. It was. Perkins got her hand in the passing lane and sent that one way out into the almost into the hands of Mr. Spirit, who's standing down to our right. Johnson's pass inside to Wimberly is knocked away by Franklin. Back into the hands of Isom. 3, right wing is no good. Long rebound by Johnson. She takes a jump pass over, and that's going to be over and back. The official calls. North Hardin's coaching staff doesn't like it. The North Hardin fans don't. It was real close. Real close. The official was on top of it, and he says it was over and back. 9-7. 5 minutes, 37 seconds to play in the second quarter. Perkins with the ball on the left wing, out front to Renfro to the free throw line to Snyder. Snyder drives down the left side, goes up with a shot. She's fouled by about 3 North Hardin players. And let's see who the official, Brad Houghton, will decide to give it on, and he will give it to Peyton Isom. That's her first. Team's 5th. Rachel Snyder goes to the free throw line. She's 1 of 1 tonight. Entering tonight's game, 62.8%. Free throw is up and good. 9 points away now from 1,000 for good rate for Rachel Snyder. Second free throw. Up, in and out. Rebounded by Shearer. So again, that 9-point mark is still the one to keep an eye on, but really the one that really matters is Grayson County leads 10-7 with 5 minutes and 52 seconds to play in the second quarter. Wimberly on the inside loses the basketball, and it's stolen away by Renfro. Renfro angles back towards the middle now to the far side and throws it way high out of the reach of Sydney Perkins, and it's going to go back towards North Hardin basketball, and the turnovers keep adding up for the Lady Cougars in this game. Substitution into the game for North Hardin will be Nevaeh Raphael. Temperance Wimberly will check out. So Lady Cougars going to set up their defense here. 10-7, they lead, 5 minutes and 12 seconds, and now North Hardin throws the ball away. It's saved in bounds by Shearer. Johnson has it tipped, stolen away by Snyder. Snyder will drive down the left side. She loses it, and it's taken away by Isom. Isom, an outlet pass to Barnes. Barnes down the right side, and she walks with it. She tried that NBA Euro step, and the official isn't going to allow it, he says. 10-7, 4 minutes, 57 seconds to play in the second quarter. Annie Kuiper will check in. Bradley Renfro will check out. Gracie Franklin will check out. Arissa Riggs will check in. So on the floor for Grayson County, you've got the starting lineup. Cave, Kuiper, Perkins, Snyder, and Riggs. Riggs has the ball on the left wing. Riggs loses the ball out of bounds, and no, they're going to say North Hardin basketball. Peyton Isom knocked it out, and I think that probably should have gone towards North Hardin way. Riggs passes into Kuiper. Kuiper down to Snyder, splits defenders, and a foul is going to be called. Foul called on Destiny Barnes. That is her second, team sixth. It's going to be on the floor as it's shooting. It is shooting foul for Rachel Snyder. North Hardin fans not really a fan of the three men in stripes so far in this game. Snyder's free throw is no good. Second free throw for the senior Rachel Snyder is up and good. She gets that one to fall. Grayson County leads this one 11-7. 4 minutes and 45 seconds to play in the second quarter. And driving down the right side with the basketball is Raphael. She has it stripped away by Perkins and taken away by Snyder. Snyder, an outlet pass to Kuiper. Kuiper back towards the middle. She's going to set up the offense for Grayson County. To the right side to Riggs. Riggs over to the far side to Perkins. Perkins fires one back to Riggs. Riggs to the left wing to Kuiper. Kuiper is bumped once, no whistle. Out front here to Riggs. Riggs to the right wing to Cave. Cave looks to get it inside to Snyder. Instead dribbles it back towards the middle. No-look pass to Kuiper. And because it was a no-look pass, it's a no-look turnover for Grayson County. And with 4 minutes and 12 seconds to play in the second quarter, Grayson County is going to give the basketball back to North Hardin again. It's 11-7. Lady Cougars still lead this one with, again, that 4 minute and 12 second clock here in the first half. Cave will check out. Checking in for her is Gracie Franklin. Out of the game for North Hardin is Barnes, and Wimberly will check in for her. Isom straight away with the basketball, guarded by Arissa Riggs. Lady Cougars going with a little bit of a man-to-man look here. Isom with the basketball into the corner to Johnson. She has it knocked out of bounds by Perkins. And Sydney Perkins defensively has been very good in this first half. 4 minutes to play in the second quarter. It's 11-7. Grayson County leads. Wimberly back into Johnson. Johnson drives down, throws a pass outside to Isom. Deep three is up and good. Peyton Isom showing off an NBA range three there. She ranks 11th in the state by making just under 3 threes a game, and she showed off why right there. Right wing Kuiper inside to Snyder, but it's kicked out of bounds by Wimberly on the inside. So it's a 1-point game at 11-10. Grayson County just trying to do whatever they want. Right now, Rachel Snyder has 9 points for Grayson County. The rest of the team has 2. Kuiper's got to get it into someone and fires it over to the far side to Riggs. Outside to Franklin. 3, right side, no good. Kuiper with a rebound. She'll go up with a putback. It's up, no good. Rebounded underneath by North Hardin. And losing the ball, stolen away by Snyder. Off the left side, good. Rachel Snyder's got 11 points. 6 points away from 1,000 for the senior Rachel Snyder. Shearer to the right wing to Johnson. Johnson guarded by Perkins. And she's going to set it up. Perkins gets her hand in it, knocks it into the backcourt. Run down, though, by Johnson. Over to the far side with the basketball. Driving in is Raphael outside to Isom. Another three is way off to the left. Wimberly's rebound is up. The shot is up, no good. But she is fouled by Rachel Snyder on the inside. For Snyder, it's her first. Team's fourth. So Tempest Wimberly to the free throw line where she is a 34.1% free throw shooter on the season. First free throw is up. Good. She didn't look like a 34% free throw shooter on that one. That one was just about as perfect as a free throw as you could get. Checking into the game is Carly Atkinson. Checking out will be Nevaeh Raphael. Second free throw by Wimberly is long. Rebounded by Annie Kuiper for Grayson County. Kuiper will break the timeline with a right wing pass to Perkins. Perkins going to set up the offense here. It's 13-11, Grayson County. 2 minutes and 45 seconds to play in the second quarter. Far side, Franklin tries to get a pass inside to Riggs, who goes high up to grab it. She runs into Wimberly and puts a shot up, and she is fouled by Wimberly. And for Wimberly, that is her second and the team's 7th. So 2 free throws will come for Arissa Riggs. She's a 55.9% free throw shooter, and I think Arissa's a better free throw shooter than she's been this season. She will shoot 2 here, The first one is up and no good off the back of the iron. Into the game for North Hardin will be Gianna Lee. She'll come in for Wimberly, who will take a seat with those 2 fouls. Riggs will try to make this a 3-point game. It's at 13-11 Lady Cougars, and she puts that one down. 14-11, Grayson County leads, 2:40 to play in the first half. Johnson breaks the timeline for the Trojans. Hand on the pass is Kuiper. It's bouncing around. Kuiper's got it on the floor. Throws it off to Franklin. Franklin to the far side to Riggs. Riggs down the right side. Shots up. No good. And a blocking foul is going to be called on Atkinson on the inside. For Atkinson, that is her first. Team's 8th. And Arissa Riggs will go back to the free throw line where she just went 1 of 2. The free throw is up. Good. Riggs' second chance coming here to give Grayson County their largest lead of the game here at 5. And she does just that. 16-11, 2 minutes and 29 seconds to play in the second quarter. Grayson County leads this one against North Hardin. To the left wing, a jump pass to Atkinson. A deep 3 is up, no good. The long rebound is saved and bounced by Snyder into the hands of Kuiper. Kuiper off to Perkins. Perkins inside to Riggs. It's off her hand and out of bounds. Probably not the pass Ted Hill was wanting. And in some instances, I think what this Lady Cougar team needs to know at some points is you don't always have to go in transition. It's sometimes okay just to hold the ball and wait for your teammates to come down the floor. You don't have to make the heroic play every single time. Shearer breaks the timeline. Off on the right wing. To the right block, to the right side here to Isom. Isom guarded by Perkins, drives in, shot is up, good. She's fouled. And Isom will go to the free throw line after being fouled by Sydney Perkins. It's Perkins' first and the team's 5th. For Isom on the season, she is a 64.7% free throw shooter. She takes by far the most shots of the team. She accounts for just about 1/3 of the team's shots as she makes that free throw, and it's a 2-point game at 16-14. Near side, Perkins. Outside to Kuiper, who swings it over to Riggs, who swings it over to Franklin. Inside to Snyder, but the pass is knocked out of bounds by North Hardin. And it's going to stay Grayson County basketball. 1 minute, 47 seconds to play here in the first half. As it'll be Kuiper. She throws it to the right wing to Snyder. Snyder, no look pass to the far side to Kuiper. Kuiper outside to Snyder. Snyder takes one dribble. Over to the left wing to Riggs. She'll take the 3 left side. It's no good. Rebound on the floor is taken by Johnson. Johnson, an outlet pass to Isom. Isom to Atkinson. Atkinson back to Isom. Isom double teamed on the right block. Runs into Snyder. Shot is up, no good. Rebound on the floor is Snyder falls down with it and walks with it. 1 minute and 23 seconds to play in the second quarter. It's 16-14. Grayson County leads this one with 1 minute and 23 seconds to play in the first quarter. Shearer to pass in. Throws it into Isom, and she kicks it out of bounds. And here Whitney Hooper looks and says, just make an easy pass. I think that's probably what both coaches are saying right now. To the right wing to Kuiper, outside to Riggs. Riggs swings it over to the left wing to Franklin. Franklin thought about taking the 3, gives it to Riggs. Riggs to the right side. Now to the left side to Franklin. Inside pass is thrown to nowhere and stolen away by Shearer. Shearer, an outlet pass to the right wing to Isom. Takes a transition 3. It's no good. Rebound on the floor by Lee. She has it stripped away, and it's kicked out of bounds by Rachel Snyder. And it's going to stay North Hardin basketball. 16-14, 57.6 seconds to play here in the first half. Shearer with the basketball. Passes to the far side to Johnson. Johnson to the left wing to Isom. Isom to Shearer. Shearer guarded by Kuiper with 50 seconds and counting to play in the first half. Out front, Isom to the right wing. Johnson, 3 is up and no good. Snyder falls down underneath, and Atkinson gets the rebound and puts it up and in. And we're all tied up here at 16 with 35 seconds to play in the second quarter. Riggs fakes a pass to Franklin in the near side, off to Perkins. Perkins out front to Riggs. Riggs to Franklin. Franklin jab step outside now to Riggs. Riggs ball fake to the left wing to Perkins. Perkins going to dribble it out front back to Riggs. 19 seconds and counting to play in the first half. It's a handoff pass to Kuiper. Kuiper with the left hand. Gets a screen from Franklin with 13 seconds. Finds it in the near corner. Perkins. 3 up. No good. Short. And the long rebound is taken by Atkinson with 6 seconds. Atkinson weaves through. Jump pass to the left side to Shearer with 3 seconds. Shearer's fouled. Are they going to give her 3 shots? They are. Fouled on the 3. So 3 shots will come here after Arissa Riggs fouls Atkinson on the 3. That's Riggs' second and the team's 6th. And to the free throw line will be Atkinson. She's 0 of 2 from the free throw line this season, and the first one is good. North Hardin has their first lead of this game. Second free throw for Carly Atkinson is up, good as well. Substitution into the game for North Hardin will be in for the shooter. 1.7 are on the clock, and North Hardin's going to more than likely have the lead here at the half, and that's not good if you're Ted Hill. Third free throw is good. Atkinson knocks down all 3 free throws. North Hardin leads 19-16 with 1.7 seconds to play in the second quarter. Snyder throws into Perkins. They're not even getting a shot up. Grayson County trails this one 19-16 at the end of 1. This is Lady Cougar basketball right here on K105.
How prepared is your family if disaster shows up at your doorstep? You can't just turn away a natural disaster. That's why it's important to go to ready.gov/plan before they show up. It has the tools and tips you need to make an emergency plan with your family. So if disaster comes knocking,
let's go.
You'll be ready to help keep your family safe.
It's just a pizza.
Yes!
Make a plan today.
Connection. It's the name of the game in Grayson County schools. Connection with students, with colleagues, with community, through relationships, through partnerships, through small daily acts, through high-impact programs at all levels. Connections that teach, that encourage, that build confidence, that show together we can, preparing students for life, equipped with real and real-world skills for success. Together, we are GC Connected.
Anytime they're playing music downstairs, it's loud. I go downstairs, see what they're doing, see what music they're doing, see what they're dancing to. I go play piano downstairs, they come get involved. Leah has a drum set beside it, banging that. Any music, that's what they do.
Connected.
The Twin Lakes Best Mix, K105.
I think the only way to describe the first half for Grayson County is ugly with a capital U. Not good at all for Grayson County, and it really could not have ended worse after you foul a shooter on 3. And she knocks down all 3 free throws to give North Hardin their first lead of the game, and it's the lead that they carry into the half at 19-16. Coming up on our halftime show, we'll run down some scores from around the region, the scoring from this game, and let you know what to look for in the second half. This is Lady Cougar basketball right here on K105.
Wash your hands, stay home, cover your cough. It's our new reality with COVID-19. Physicians and public health professionals are trying to protect us because our healthcare system would be overwhelmed if too many people get seriously ill. We have to take their advice seriously. So, prepare, focus on the essentials. Protect, keep some space from people outside your home. And disinfect, a lot. Get the facts at kycovid19.ky.gov. Prepare, protect, disinfect.
Being prepared is a part of who you are. But it's especially important in the case of a disaster. Be informed about possible emergencies in your area. Make a plan that covers where you'll go in an emergency. Build a kit with the things you need to survive. There's no one more capable of planning for your situation than you. Start your plan today. Go to ready.gov/myplan.
Kentucky's new 5-star school rating system provides parents with an easy way to find out how their children's schools are performing. Star ratings are based on test scores for reading, math, social studies, science, and writing. They are also based on students' academic growth over 1 year. For high schools, ratings are also based on how well students are prepared for college and careers after graduation and the number of students who graduate on time. Visit kyschoolreportcard.com for the latest information on schools in your community.
We, the people, are guaranteed 5 freedoms in the First Amendment.
Freedom of speech.
Freedom of religion.
Freedom of the press.
Freedom to peaceably assemble.
Freedom to petition the government.
Only the United States has these 5 freedoms so simply bound together and guaranteed. Think first. Learn more at thinkfirstamendment.org.
Best Mix, K105.
Grayson County trails this one 19-16 at the half. Not a good half at all for the Lady Cougars, as sure Ted Hill is having multiple conversations with them on the inside on just, you can't keep allowing this to happen. See some scores from around the region to bring you in girls basketball. The final score coming in LaRue County defeating John Hardin by a final score of 50-45. Score at halftime in boys basketball, Bowling Green all over Warren East 47-26. Girls basketball, Owensboro Catholic all over Webster County by a score of 39-12. That is not a game, that's a lot more larger of a margin than I think any of us were expecting. Final score in girls basketball, McCracken County defeats Mayfield by a final score of 63-27. Appears that really that's all of the scores that we have to bring you this on the final Monday of the regular season. Want to invite you to join us tomorrow evening is the Lady Cougar basketball team and the Cougar basketball team, as it's our final girl-boy doubleheader of the 2021 regular season, as Barron County makes the trip here to the Cougar Den for a good girl-boy doubleheader. Should be 2 great games, and we're really excited to bring you. You'll be able to listen to that game here on K105. We're obviously watching on K105 Digital Productions. 19-16, Lady Cougars trail this one. Run down the scoring in the first half after this, as this is Lady Cougar basketball right here on K105.
Wash your hands, stay home, cover your cough. It's our new reality with COVID-19. Physicians and public health professionals are trying to protect us because our healthcare system would be overwhelmed if too many people get seriously ill. We have to take their advice seriously. So, prepare, focus on the essentials. Protect, keep some space from people outside your home. And disinfect a lot. Get the facts at kycovid19.ky.gov. Prepare, protect, disinfect.
How's everything taste tonight, folks?
Oh, excellent.
How was your chicken tonight?
It's excellent. Where was it raised?
As a chef, it's important to know where your food comes from. That's why we buy local and Kentucky-raised food.
We're the Settles family from Owensboro, Kentucky.
We produce poultry for families all over the state.
And we're proud of the products that we produce. If you're buying a chicken that came from our farm, you're getting an excellent quality product. Some of the best you'll find in the case.
A lot of your local restaurants feature our poultry products. We are a Kentucky farm family.
Feeding Kentucky.
Feeding the world.
Jordan knows he shouldn't eat this entire bowl of nachos, but tonight he's earned that right. Because a few hours ago in the middle of happy hour, he recognized a sign. Not from the gods or a bolt of lightning, but from a double heart, a kissy face, and a 4th ha in ha ha ha. That's when Jordan knew he was buzzed. So when it was time to go, he got a ride home instead of driving. Be a legend like Jordan. Recognize your buzzed warning signs and get a ride home. Buzz driving is drunk driving.
Connection. It's the name of the game in Grayson County schools. Connection with students, with colleagues, with community, through relationships, through partnerships, through small daily acts, through high-impact programs at all levels. Connections that teach, that encourage, that build confidence, that show together we can, preparing students for life, equipped with real and real-world skills for success. Together, we are GC Connected.
The Twin Lakes Best Mix, K105.
Grayson County trails this one 19-16 at the half. Run down the scoring from the first half of action. Peyton Isom leads the way for the Trojans. 6 points, 5 points for Carly Atkinson, 3 points for Jerica Johnson, 2 points apiece for Destiny Barnes and for Ella Shearer, 1 point for Temperance Wimberly. For Grayson County, Rachel Snyder, she leads the way. She's got 11 points. She's 6 points away from crossing the 1,000-point mark for her career. And for Grayson County as well, 3 points for Arissa Riggs, 2 points for Annie Kuiper. When you look at that you see, oh, Rachel Snyder's got 11 in the first half, that's usually a good sign. But when I tell you that the rest of the team has 5 points, that's not a good sign. Somebody's going to have to step up and make some shots in this if Grayson County wants to come back and pick up a win here in what is, there's never a must, until next Monday, there's never a must win. She need to get some of the confidence back. After coming back from the snow break, you've only won 1 game. You need to get some confidence and get rolling as you head into the final week of the regular season. Grayson County trails 19-16. The second half is next on K105.
When I was a kid, my dad would hold a nickel in one hand and a dime in the other and ask, which one is bigger? Of course, the nickel was bigger, but the dime was worth more. Think about that. With all the bank mergers going on, does bigger make them better? I don't think so. Wilson & Muir Bank is a locally owned community bank based right here in Kentucky. I like dealing with people I know personally, the same people I've trusted with my money for years. That's why it's my bank. Wilson & Muir Bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Anytime they're playing music downstairs, it's loud. I go downstairs, see what they're doing, see what music they're doing, see what they're dancing to. I go play piano downstairs, they come get involved. Leah has a drum set beside it, banging that. Any music, that's what they do.
Twin Lakes Best Mix, K105.
Welcome back here to the Cougar Den. Grayson County trails this one 19-16. They're going to start with the basketball. Working from left to right on your radio dial. Again in their home white jerseys with the orange numerals. They trail 19-16 in what was an ugly first half of play. Kuiper dribbles over into the far side and has it knocked out of bounds by Lee. Lady Cougars going to keep the basketball though, passing in on the far side of the floor. It was not a good first half of play at all for Grayson County. Rachel Snyder at 11. Lady Cougar, the rest of the team combined for 5. Can't have that happen. As starting the game here for Grayson County, you've got Renfro, Kuiper, Perkins, Cave, and Snyder. So a different look here. Snyder's got it inside on the left block, looking for help and throws it out front to Renfro. 7.5 to play here in the third quarter as Cave drives near baseline, throws it back out front here to Renfro. Renfro running here things at the point for Grayson County. And it's just a question now, who's going to step up and help Rachel Snyder out? With Ella Robinson not playing tonight, somebody's going to have to step up and help her. You got to make some baskets if you're Grayson County. 7:10 to play in the third quarter. Again, not getting any touches on the inside is Grayson. Far side, Kuiper, she drives near baseline, kicks it out here to the right wing. A deep three by Perkins is good. She knocked it down from Short Creek. Grayson County ties the game up at 19 with 6 minutes and 55 seconds to play in the third quarter. Sydney Perkins with a deep three on the right wing, and that's how you can get started. Shearer bobbles the ball as she crosses half court, now throws it away, and it's going to be over and back. As it looked like she almost was going to have over and back here immediately when she crossed the half court line, but tried to cross court it to Johnson, and it was clearly over and back the second time. 19 all, Grayson County and North Hardin all tied up here. Lady Cougars looking to win their 11th game of the season, while North Hardin is looking to pick up win number 4. And for North Hardin, it would snap a 7-game losing streak. Left wing, Kuiper out front to Cave with the basketball. Cave to the left wing to Snyder. Snyder inside to Cave on the left block, has it stolen away. It's off the foot of Lee and out of bounds. North Hardin's had a couple of those here tonight where it's just kind of gone just out of their reach. As it's 19 to all, 6 minutes and 17 seconds to play in the third quarter. Sydney Perkins had that big three to kind of put some juice into this team, and hopefully this can lead to some more points for Grayson. Right side, Snyder, back towards the middle, spins towards the near side, shot is up, good! Snyder's 4 points away from 1,000. And Grayson County has retaken the lead at 21 to 19, 6 minutes to play in the third quarter. Right side, Johnson is fouled by Renfro on the drive as Renfro had her hand on the hip. For Renfro, her second, team's first here of the second half. It's going to be passed in front of the Grayson County cheerleaders with 5 minutes and 55 seconds to play in the third quarter. As it'll be Johnson to pass down to the right block to Wimberly. Goes up with the right hand. It's short. Rebounded by Snyder for Grayson County. Snyder will look to push for the Lady Cougars. Angles back towards the middle at the free throw line, and a reach-in foul is called. And Snyder drove in and made that layup. And that foul's called on Shearer. That is her first, team's first, and they're going to keep it on the floor. Again, Rachel Snyder is now 4 points away from 1,000 for her career. And Kuiper throws it away, and Snyder's going to run it down in the backcourt. As luckily, no one touched that, so it really turns out just to be a waste, I guess, of a couple of seconds. Renfro inside to Snyder, back towards the far side, absorbs the contact, and a foul's called on the floor on North Hardin. As it's called on Jana Lee. That is her third, team's second. As Destiny Barnes will check into the game for North Hardin, and taking a seat will be Lee. 21-19, Grayson County leads this one, 5 minutes and 36 seconds to play in the third quarter. Inside to Cave, Kuiper takes it away from her. To the left side, it is Snyder with the basketball. Gets a screen from Kuiper. The floater is no good. Rebounded by Barnes on the inside, and we're going to have a foul called on the inside on Grayson County. Called on Reagan Cave. That is her first and the team's second. And I think Ted Hill will probably tell his team, you know what, if they're going to call that foul, I'm fine with you taking that. Because that was good defense by Reagan Cave. It was close to being a jump ball. Shearer gets it across to Johnson. Lady Cougars' defensive pressure is kicked up a notch here to start this second half of play. Shearer throws it away. Johnson tried to reach out and grab it. It's out of bounds. Grayson County basketball. 21-19, Lady Cougs lead this one. 5:10 to play in the third quarter. North Hardin still hasn't scored, and because of that, Whitney Hooper going to take a quick timeout. Lady Cougars on top. 21-19, 5:10 to play in the third. This is Lady Cougar basketball on K105.
Anytime they're playing music downstairs, it's loud. I go downstairs, see what they're doing, see what music they're doing, see what they're dancing to. I go play piano downstairs. They come get involved. Leah has a drum set beside it, banging that. Any music, that's what they do.
Grayson County leads this one 21-19, 5 minutes and 10 seconds to play here in the third quarter. As it will be Grayson County basketball out of the timeouts as they were passing it in for the North Hardin bench. The Lady Cougars thought it was passing in on a different side. And the official, Brad Houghton, had to blow his whistle and say, hey, we're passing it in from down here. Free throw line, Snyder drives in, spins towards the near side, fades it away, shot's no good. Rebound by Cave is knocked, though, into the hands of Isom. Isom crosses the timeline for the Trojans. North Hardin drives down the left side. Isom is going to be fouled on the drive by Annie Kuiper. For Kuiper, that is her first and the team's third. 4 minutes, 54 seconds to play in the third quarter. It is 21-19. Grayson County leads this one against North Hardin. Isom, three off the inbounds, left wing, no good. Rebound on the floor. On the floor, it's a fight for it. We're going to have a jump ball in possession. It's going to stay with the Lady Trojans. As it'll be Johnson to pass in from underneath of the basket. Throws it into Isom in the near corner. Isom guarded by Renfro. Outside to Johnson. Three, left wing is way high off the glass. And a rebound by Barnes underneath. And Barnes is going to be fouled by Snyder. For Snyder, that'll be her second. And the team's fourth is Barnes almost missed the backboard completely on that three. But she got her own rebound. And she will now go to the free throw line where she is 2 of 8 on the season. And you can make that 2 of 9 as she misses the first free throw. 4 minutes, 41 seconds to play in the third quarter. Grayson County leads 21-19. Barnes will try to make this a 1-point game with her second free throw attempt. It is long, high rebound, goes off the glass, and Perkins gets the rebound for the Lady Cougars. Perkins angles back towards the middle with a handoff pass to Kuiper. To the left wing to Snyder. Snyder spins it around on the left wing, and her pass is nearly stolen away off to Renfro. Renfro gives it back to Snyder on the left wing. Snyder is chased back And she gives it outside to Renfro. Renfro, no look pass to the near corner to Kuiper. Outside to Perkins. She has it knocked away out of bounds off of Perkins. And it's going to be North Hardin basketball. 4 minutes, 21 seconds to play in the third quarter. 21-19. Grayson County leads this one. North Hardin has yet to score in the second half. As it will be Johnson to break the timeline across the near side, being chased by Renfro, and she's bumped and fouled by Renfro. For Renfro, that is her third and the team's fifth. As Arissa Riggs will check into the game for Renfro, as she will take a seat with those 3 fouls. To pass in will be Shearer. Shearer will throw it out front to Johnson. Johnson with the basketball to the near side. Shearer spins it around on the left wing. Shearer throws it out front to Johnson. Johnson swings it over to the right wing. Deep three by Isom is good. Isom's got 9 points in this game. And North Hardin has retaken the lead at 22-21. Kuiper in the corner. Quickly double teamed as North Hardin's going to kick up their defensive pressure on their own. Kuiper at the half court line finds Riggs. Riggs back to Kuiper on the far side. Kuiper inside to Snyder. It's knocked out of bounds though by Wimberly, and it's going to stay Grayson County basketball. 22-21, North Hardin leads this one. 3 minutes and 41 seconds to play in tonight's game. It'll be Kuiper to pass in from underneath of her own basket. Sub into the game for North Hardin will be Raphael. She will check in for Barnes. Kuiper throws it to the left side to Snyder. Snyder back inside to Kuiper, goes down to the left side, shots up, good. Kuiper on the curl, put it in off the left side. Grayson County retakes the lead at 23-22. Johnson on the left wing, outside Shearer, left all alone. 3 straight away is in and out. Rebounded by Snyder for Grayson County. Snyder pushes it with a handoff pass to Kuiper, who crosses the timeline. Kuiper picks up her dribble to the right wing. Riggs left all alone from 3. Doesn't take it. Now she will take it from the right side and knocks it in. Riggs did the stutter step, moved to her right, knocked down the 3. Grayson County leads 26-22. Johnson picks up her dribble deep on the right wing, out front to Isom. So we've learned Isom will shoot it from anywhere on the floor. Isom to the far side to Johnson. Johnson guarded by Snyder. Inside to Wimberly. Wimberly double teamed on the right side, outside Johnson. 3, right wing, no good. Long rebound by Kuiper for Grayson County. Kuiper looks to pass, gives an outlet pass off to Riggs. Riggs down the right side, goes up with a shot. It's up, no good, and a blocking foul is going to be called on the inside on Jerica Johnson. For Johnson, that is her first, team's third. 2 free throws will come for Arissa Riggs, where she is 3 of 4 tonight. She's going to dribble it twice, lets it fly, and it's short. Sub into the game for Grayson County will be Gracie Franklin. Into the game for North Hardin will be Carly Atkinson. She got 5 points in that first half, including 3 big free throws after being fouled on a 3-point shot. Raphael will take a seat for North Hardin. Reagan Cave will take a seat for the Lady Cougars. Second free throw by Riggs is good. Grayson County leads 27-22, 2 minutes, 38 seconds, and counting to play in the third quarter. Shearer is trapped in the backcourt, finds Johnson, who has to catch it on her feet. She needs to find help, finds Shearer, who breaks the timeline on the right side. To the left wing, Isom, left all alone, 3, left wing, good. Isom hits the 3. She's got 3 today, so she's hitting her average. And just like that, North Hardin has brought this back to within 2. Franklin, 3 to answer on the far side, count it! Gracie Franklin answers with a 3 of her own, and Grayson County's lead is back to 5. Shearer on the left wing. Into the corner, Isom, another 3. That one's no good. Snyder with a rebound. Rachel Snyder will look to push. She's going to break the timeline across the left side. No look pass to Riggs. It's out of bounds, and it's going to be North Hardin basketball. Not a pass that Ted Hill probably wants Rachel Snyder to make, a tough one. And it's going to go back towards Trojan basketball. 30-25, Grayson County leads this one with 1 minute and 50 seconds to play in the third quarter. Shearer crosses the timeline, gives it to Johnson. Johnson to the far side to Atkinson. Atkinson back to Johnson. Right wing 3, a rainbow 3, rattles in and out. Isom with a rebound on the inside, and a foul is called on the inside on Grayson County. Is it on Kuiper or is it on Snyder? Waiting for the call. It is on Kuiper. That is her second and the team's 6th. So to the free throw line will be Peyton Isom. 64.7% on the season. She's 1 of 1 tonight. You can make that 2 of 2 as she puts in that first free throw. Johnson checks out for North Hardin, as does Wimberly. Raphael checks back in, as will Lee. Second free throw for the freshman is good. Peyton Isom makes both of those, and it's back to a 3-point game. Far side Perkins, she'll take the 3. That one is in and out. Rebound on the floor is taken by Snyder. Her putback inside is good. Rachel Snyder is 2 points away from 1,000 for her career. 32-27. Atkinson on the right wing. Over to the far side, now out front to Isom. Isom to the left wing to Shearer. 3 up, good. North Hardin has had some answers in this third quarter. Grayson County fires on this side. North Hardin comes right back. 32-30. 1 minute to play in the third quarter. Kuiper straight away with the basketball. To the left wing to Franklin. Franklin inside to Snyder. Snyder loses the ball, and a foul is going to be called on the inside on North Hardin. Number 20, Peyton Isom picks up the foul. That is her second, and the team's 4th. Again, Snyder is 2 points away from 1,000 for her career. Over to the far side, Riggs. Riggs out front to Snyder. 3 for 1,000, good! Rachel Snyder's 1,000th career point gives Grayson County a 35-30 lead with 45 seconds to play in the third quarter. Right wing, Atkinson with the basketball. Knocked away by Kuiper. Back into the hands of Atkinson. Atkinson out front to Raphael. Drives in. Flip shot off the right side is no good. But a foul is going to be called on the drive on Sydney Perkins. For Perkins, that is her second and the team's 7th. Is it 2 shots or is it 1 in the bonus? For Raphael, and it is 2 shots. For Raphael, she's a 22% free throw shooter on this season. Free throw is up, good. So again, Rachel Snyder has just crossed the 1,000 point mark for her career on a 3-pointer from the left wing. Just how we had it drawn up. So she now stands at 1,001 career points. Congratulations to the senior Snyder. The second free throw by Raphael is no good. Rebounded by Franklin for Grayson County. Franklin to the middle to Snyder. Snyder to the far side to Perkins. Perkins out front to Kuiper with 30 seconds of counting. Back to Perkins. Perkins out front to Kuiper. Kuiper inside, knocked away and stolen away by North Hardin. Fast break for Raphael. Down the right side, runs right into Kuiper, and an offensive foul is going to be called. That offensive foul is going to be called on Isom. That is her 3rd, team's 5th, as it was a little late to come to it. North Hardin thought that it was a blocking foul, but it was a charge. 14 seconds and counting to play in the third quarter. Franklin in the corner, swings it over to Kuiper on the left wing. Far side, Perkins with 7 seconds and counting. Back outside to Kuiper. Kuiper to Riggs, stolen away by Isom with 2 seconds. Isom's got to get a shot off. Goes up with a shot. It's good at the buzzer. So at the end of 3, it is Grayson County 35, North Hardin 33. As this is Grayson County Lady Cougar basketball on K105.
Wash your hands, stay home, cover your cough. It's our new reality with COVID-19. Physicians and public health professionals are trying to protect us because our healthcare system would be overwhelmed if too many people get seriously ill. We have to take their advice seriously. So, prepare, focus on the essentials. Protect, keep some space from people outside your home. And disinfect a lot. Get the facts at kycovid19.ky.gov. Prepare, protect, disinfect.
How prepared is your family if disaster shows up at your doorstep? You can't just turn away a natural disaster. That's why it's important to go to ready.gov/plan before they show up. It has the tools and tips you need to make an emergency plan with your family. So if disaster comes knocking,
let's go.
You'll be ready to help keep your family safe.
It's just a pizza.
Yes!
Make a plan today.
Grayson County leads this one 35-33 as we start the third quarter of play. Rachel Snyder was just honored for scoring her 1,000th career point. Big congratulations to her, and she couldn't have done it in a more impressive way, as hitting the three off that left wing. And a big-time congratulations to her, as that is a huge accomplishment to score that many points in a career, and she has a lot to be proud of, as she has had herself a great career for Grayson County. She had her 500th rebound of the season earlier on this year, so she's got a lot to be proud of. Out of the timeout, it will be Grayson County basketball. As Lady Cougars lead by 2. Snyder has 18 points to lead all scorers, but Peyton Isom caught fire in that third corner to keep North Hardin in this game. And there's still a lot of time to play, and this is a close game, and Grayson County is going to give North Hardin the basketball back. Not what they wanted there at all. 35-33, 7 minutes and 44 seconds to play. It's going to be North Hardin basketball. As it is going to be crossing the timeline is Johnson. Fires down to the left block to Lee. Goes up with a shot. It's no good. Rebound on the floor. Taken by Snyder. Snyder angles back towards the middle. She's going to drive it off to the left wing. Outside to Riggs. Riggs ball fake and gives it out to Perkins. Perkins to the right wing to Franklin. Franklin cross court to Riggs. Riggs is going to dribble with the right hand and give it out front now to Sydney Perkins. Perkins with the basketball to the left wing to Riggs. Riggs bodies up, gives it to the right wing, Franklin. Franklin back to Perkins. Perkins walks with it in the corner. So Grayson County's turnovers are adding up in this one. With 7 minutes and 12 seconds to play in the fourth quarter, they still lead by 2. But North Hardin is fighting like crazy to stay in this game, and Grayson County's giving them every chance they can. Johnson's right-hand floater is no good. Rebound by Lee. Her putback's no good. Rebound spiked down by North Hardin. Run down in the corner by Isom. She throws it out to Adkisson. Adkisson guarded by Riggs. Riggs gives it, and it's off here to Johnson straight away with the basketball. 6 minutes and 50 seconds to play in the fourth quarter. 35-33. Grayson County leads this one over North Hardin. Left wing Atkinson guarded by Riggs. Into the corner. Jump pass to a wide open Lee off the left side. She's fouled by Snyder. But Lee will go to the free throw line as the shot was no good. For Snyder, that is her third. And the team's 8th of this ball game. So to the free throw line will be Jayana Lee. She's a 50% free throw shooter. The 5'7" junior lets the first one fly, and it is way long. Off the back of the iron, and no good. Second free throw is up, no good. She misses them both. Franklin with a rebound for Grayson County. Franklin gives it to Snyder. Snyder down the left lane, spins towards the near side, gets it outside to Kuiper. Kuiper off to Riggs. 3, right side, in and out. Long rebound, chased down by Kuiper in the far corner. Kuiper drives far baseline, and she's knocked out of bounds by North Hardin. And a foul is going to be called, I believe, on Lee. It is on Lee. That'll be her 4th. Team 6th. So that's the final foul before free throws for Grayson County. Shearer will check in. Johnson will check out. Lee will check out. And in for her is Raphael. Is in Grayson County off to Riggs. 3, far side. Good! Rattles in. Arissa Riggs. She's got 2 threes in the game. She's now up to 10 points. Grayson County leads 38-33. 6 minutes, 10 seconds to play here in the fourth quarter. Driving down the right side, Shearer is going to be fouled on the drive by Grayson County. As that foul's called on Annie Kuiper. That is her 3rd, team's 9th. So 1 and the bonus will come for Ella Shearer. She made her first 2, missed her second 2. And she is a very good free throw shooter, 84.4%. And she's missed her last 2, but she makes that one. This would be to make it a one-possession game, 38-34. The free throw is up, no good, and lane violation is going to be called on North Hardin. Tempers Wimberly is called for the lane violation on the inside And it's 38-34. Grayson County going to make this game remain a two-possession game as they lead by 4. Left wing out front here to Riggs. Riggs backing out of Perkins. Perkins dribbles with the right hand and gives it to Kuiper. Quarter court defense for North Hardin. To the left elbow, Snyder, she'll take the shot, it's good. Snyder's got 20 points, 1,003 for her career now and counting. As it's Grayson County with a 6-point lead at 40-34 with 5 minutes and 38 seconds to play in the fourth quarter. As it is out front now to Shearer, to the left wing. Back now inside to Barnes. She has it knocked away into the corner. Outside to Atkinson. Atkinson guarded by Perkins. Get around Perkins is Atkinson. She runs into Gracie Franklin. Nearly steps on the baseline. Doesn't. Gives it to Barnes. Barnes inside the lane. Outside to Shearer. Free throw line. Jump shot is short. And the rebound is taken by Snyder. And she falls down out of bounds. And it's going to stay North Hardin basketball. 40-34. Grayson County leads this one. 5 minutes and 14 seconds to play here in tonight's game. Micah Lee will check in. Gracie Franklin will check out. And Gracie Franklin's playing pretty good today. She's got, she only comes into this game averaging 0.8 rebounds per game, but she's got about 3 or 4 in this one. She's played very well. Atkinson with the basketball. Out front to Barnes. Barnes guarded by Lee. Man-to-man defense to the Lady Cougars. 5 minutes to play. Grayson County leads by 6. Shearer inside to Barnes. Barnes inside to Wimberly off the right side. The basket's good. Wimberly's got 3 points. And North Hardin is keeping in this game. It's a 4-point game at 40-36. Kuiper straight away to the free throw line to Snyder. Snyder outside to Kuiper. Swings it over to Perkins. Perkins outside to Kuiper. Kuiper has it on her right hip. Dribbles with the right hand. She's going to set things up and back it off now to run things at the point. To the left elbow to Snyder. Snyder scans, swings it out now to Riggs. Riggs drives down, out to Snyder. Snyder drives down the left side, splits defenders, throws a shot up, and a foul is going to be called on either Barnes or Wimberly. Official makes the long run over, and he's going to call it on Wimberly. That is her third, the team's 7th. And Snyder is still down on the floor for Grayson County. And I hope she is okay, as she's down after being fouled there by Grayson County. And with Ella Robinson not playing tonight, that's the last thing Grayson County needs, and we're going to take ourselves a 30-second break. This is Grayson County Lady Cougar basketball on K105.
Connection. It's the name of the game in Grayson County schools. Connection with students, with colleagues, with community, through relationships, through partnerships, through small daily acts, through high-impact programs at all levels. Connections that teach, that encourage, that build confidence, that show together we can, preparing students for life, equipped with real and real-world skills for success. Together, we are GC Connected.
Grayson County leads this one 40-36, 4 minutes and 26 seconds. Rachel Snyder slow to get up. And are we going to have a full timeout now by Ted Hill with 4 minutes and 26 seconds? Ted Hill is going to take a full timeout, so we'll take it with him. 40-36, Grayson County with about 4 minutes to play. This is Lady Cougar basketball on K105.
We, the people, are guaranteed 5 freedoms in the First Amendment.
Freedom of speech.
Freedom of religion.
Freedom of the press.
Freedom to peaceably assemble.
Freedom to petition the government.
Only the United States has these 5 freedoms so simply bound together and guaranteed. Think first. Learn more at thinkfirstamendment.org.
When caring for a family member, their state of health is continually on your mind. And when they're faced with a health concern, you'll do just about anything to make them feel better. Rest assured, their feel better starts right here at Midway Pharmacy. We take our time to get to know all about your family's health history so we can provide you with educated advice. So when someone's counting on you to help them maintain a healthy lifestyle or to overcome that untimely sickness, remember, at Midway Pharmacy.
The Twin Lakes Fast Mix, K105.
Grayson County is going to, out of this timeout, Rachel Snyder will stay in the game. That is a very good sign for Lady Cougar fans. And she's going to shoot both of her free throws. She's got 20 points in this game. Again, none more important than her 1,000th earlier. But right now, I think all that's on her mind is adding to this Grayson County lead as they lead 41-36 as Snyder makes that first free throw. The second free throw for Snyder for 22 points is good. It rattles home. Grayson County leads this one 42-36, 4 minutes and 26 seconds to play in this game. Lady Cougars looking to improve to 11-8 on the season, and that would clinch a winning season no matter what would happen the remainder of the year. It would clinch a winning year. Right side now out front to Shearer. Shearer drives down to the left wing, spins it around, and gets it out front to Barnes. Barnes guarded by Lee. A handoff pass now to Isom. Isom with the left hand dribbles off into the left backcourt. Guarded by Kuiper. Isom gets a screen from Wimberly. Now picked up by Snyder is Isom. On the right wing, their left lever all alone. She takes the right wing three. It's no good. Wimberly gets the rebound for North Hardin. Outside to Shearer. Shearer drives near baseline. Now back off into the corner. Onto the left wing. Jump pass inside to Wimberly. Guarded by Snyder. Wimberly looks to pass and walks with it on the inside. Snyder had great defense on the inside, and Michael Lee did a nice job coming on the help side to double team her, and Wimberly couldn't get the pass off. And because of that, it's Grayson County to get this basketball back. Substitution into the game. I think Gracie Franklin is. So I guess the lineup right now for Grayson County is Riggs, Kuiper, Perkins, Franklin, and Snyder. As it's off to Perkins on the left wing. Out front now to Kuiper. Kuiper has the ball at the volleyball line. Zone defense again for North Hardin in this basketball game. Lady Cougars lead by 6. Kuiper off to the left side now to Perkins. Perkins gives it back now to Kuiper. Kuiper jump pass inside to Snyder. Right side shot, no good. And a rebound on the floor is taken by North Hardin. Snyder a little slow to gallop up the court. And a shot off the right side in transition is good by North Hardin off that right side by Destiny Barnes. And we have ourselves a full timeout taken by Grayson County, I believe. 42-38. Just waiting to see. It is called by Grayson County with 3:01 to play in tonight's game. It is 42-38. Grayson County still has the lead. Try to see if we can't run down a score or two from around the region to bring you a girls basketball final. Owensboro Catholic defeating Webster County tonight by a final score of 56-19. Boys halftime score, Graves County leads Ballard Memorial 35-26. Girls basketball at the half, Glasgow leads Edmonson County 22-18. Of course, 1 week from tonight will probably be about the second quarter of Grayson County against Edmonson County in the 12th District semifinals. So the winner of that game will face the winner of Butler County and Whitesville Trinity, as all of those games will be held at the Horn Community Center, as Butler County will be looking to make their first regional tournament in girls basketball since 2011. Whitesville Trinity, they just were there in 2019. Lady Cougars were there last year, as was Edmonson County. So Butler County trying to snap a long drought without making a regional tournament. They'll have a chance to do that against the host, the Lady Raiders. And, of course, in Game 2 will be Grayson County and Edmonson County. And like we've talked with Coach Hill, Edmonson County, the past 3 times you played them, they have dominated you. So the question is how do you make – you don't want to make 3 times turn into 4 times. Streaks are meant to be broken. Out of the timeout, it's Grayson County basketball. Under 3 minutes to play. It's 42-38. Defensive pressure kicking up a notch here for North Hardin. Kuiper is bumped and fouled in the backcourt by Barnes. That'll be her third. Team's 8th. So Annie Kuiper will go to the free throw line to shoot 1 and the bonus. Kuiper on the season from the free throw line is 50%. She's very similar to Hunter Toms, though, and she has improved a lot shooting the free throw. 50% is still not where she probably want to be or where Ted Hill would want her to be, but she makes that first free throw. I think it's just showing improvement. Rachel Snyder will check back in for Grayson County. Gracie Franklin will check out. Second free throw by Kuiper is up. Good. Kuiper makes both free throws. Grayson County leads this one 44-38. 2 minutes and 44 seconds to play in the fourth quarter. Ella Shearer is double teamed in the backcourt by Riggs and Kuiper. To the middle to Barnes. Barnes drives down the right lane, picks up her dribble and walks with it. 2 minutes, 35 seconds to play here in the fourth quarter. Grayson County leads 44-38. Gracie Franklin back into the game for Grayson County. As I didn't see who took a seat for the Lady Cougars, as it might have been Reagan Cave. I'm not sure who it was. Kuiper in the backcourt, splits defenders, gains her ball back after losing it, throws it off of Arissa Riggs, who saves it from going over half court, but throws it into the hands of Shearer. Off to Johnson. Johnson will break the timeline. Jump pass over to the far side. Now inside to the right block. The shot is up. No good by Lee on the inside. And Lee is going to go to the free throw line after being fouled by Gracie Franklin. For Franklin, that is her first, team's 10th. So 2 free throws will come for the remainder of the game for North Hardin. And the free throw this time will be taken by Jayana Lee. She's 0 of 2 tonight. You can make that 0 of 3 as she misses that first free throw. Lee again on the season is now under 50% on the year. The second free throw for the 5'7" junior is up and good. She gets the roll. 44-39, Grayson County leads this one. 2 minutes, 10 seconds to play in tonight's game here from the Cougar Den. Outside to Kuiper. Kuiper off to Perkins. Perkins gets a screen from Kuiper and will give it back outside now to Kuiper. Kuiper is going to be bumped and found by Barnes in the backcourt. For Barnes, that is her 4th. Annie Kuiper will go back to the free throw line where she will shoot 1 in the bonus, as that's the team's 9th. So the next free throw will mean 2 free throws for both teams. Dennis in for Franklin for Grayson County. Again, Kuiper, 1 in the bonus here. Kuiper's got 6 points in tonight's game. First free throw for the sophomore. Good. That's a big free throw there by Annie Kuiper, stepping up and making them when they count. Second free throw for Kuiper, good. 4 of 4 goes Annie Kuiper from the line. Grayson County leads by 7. 46-39, 2 minutes to play in the fourth quarter. Shearer in the backcourt, zone defense for Grayson County, and Kuiper kicks it into the backcourt and into the Grayson County Lady Cougar cheerleaders on the far side of the floor. Again, if you're just joining us, Rachel Snyder at the end of the third quarter scored her 1,000th career points on a contested 3 on the left wing. Pretty much about as perfect as you can draw one up. 3 far side by Isom is no good off the back of the iron. The rebound is spiked out of bounds by Johnson. And it's going to stay Grayson County basketball. 46-39, they lead. 1:45 to play in tonight's game. Franklin in, Dennis out. Offense, defense, substitutions for Ted Hill. Riggs has got to get it into someone and finds Perkins. Perkins is guarded by Isom in the backcourt. Needs to find help herself as she's trying to get it across the timeline, and a reach-in foul is going to be called on Isom. That'll be Isom's 4th, team's 10th. 2 free throws will come for Sydney Perkins. She leads the team in free throws, 76.9%. She will shoot 2. 3 free throw is up and good. Wimberley checks in for North Hardin. Dennis checks in for Grayson County. Perkins' second free throw to give them a 9-point lead is good. Rattles in. Lady Cougs on top, 48-39. 1 minute, 36 seconds and counting to play in tonight's basketball game. Right side, Shearer with the basketball. Over to the right wing to Barnes. Barnes jab step off to Shearer. Steps into a right wing 3. It's off to the right, no good. Rebound on the floor is saved inbounds by Barnes into the hands of Wimberley. Outside to Johnson. Swings it out front to Isom. Isom back to Johnson. Far side, Shearer. Wide open 3 is no good. Rebound on the floor. A foul is going to be called underneath on, I believe, on maybe Brianna Dennis on the inside. It is on Dennis. That is her first. And 2 free throws now will come for Jerica Johnson, 55.2% on her season so far. Free throw is up and in, out and in. Substitution into the game for North Hardin will be, well, I guess Raphael didn't get in time as the second free throw is by Johnson. She's going to get in no matter what. As Johnson knocks down both of those free throws. As Wimberley will check out. Checking in is Raphael. Milam will check in for Grayson County. Checking out will be Dennis. 1:13 to play. Lady Cougars lead 48-41. Riggs jump pass to Milam. Milam down the right side, goes up with a shot. It is high off the glass, no good. Rebounded by Kuiper underneath, and she is fouled down on the right block. Foul called on number 12, Nevaeh Raphael. That is her second. And the free throw by Kuiper is up and good. Kuiper shooting the free throws extremely well here in this quarter. Trying to make it 6 in a row. It's short. Rebound on the floor, though, by Kuiper. She gets it on the left block, fades it away. The shot is no good, and the rebound is punched out of bounds by North Hardin. Tell you what, if you're going to miss a free throw, if you get the rebound back, in all seriousness, if I'm a coach, it kind of just like you wave that off. You get your own rebound. 49-41, Lady Cougars lead, 1 minute to play. Milam checks out. Cave in for her. To the right block to Snyder. Back to the middle. The shot is up and good. Rachel Snyder continuing on her big night and her career night for Grayson County. To the left wing, Shear. Guarded by Riggs. Drives in. Shot inside the lane is good. High off the glass for Ella Shear. And Grayson County's lead is down to 8 with 40 seconds and counting. Perkins gets a screen from Cave to the left wing to Snyder. They're going to let Snyder go. I think at some point you got to think about fouling here if you're North Hardin. Riggs with the basketball straight away. Riggs is guarded by Johnson with 25 seconds and counting. It's a handoff pass to Perkins with 22 seconds and counting. Handoff to Kuiper, 20 seconds and counting. Lady Cougars lead by 8, and North Hardin must be calling off the dogs in this game. Perkins has the basketball, 10 seconds and counting. Lady Cougars are going to win this one by a final score of 51-43, improved to 11-8 on the season, and will close out the regular season tomorrow night against Barron County. Lady Cougars win 51-43. Big win tonight for Grayson County. This is Lady Cougar basketball right here on K105.
Connection. It's the name of the game in Grayson County schools. Connection with students, with colleagues, with community, through relationships, through partnerships, through small daily acts, through high-impact programs at all levels. Connections that teach, that encourage, that build confidence, that show together we can, preparing students for life, equipped with real and real-world skills for success. Together, we are GC Connected.
Jordan knows he shouldn't eat this entire bowl of nachos, but tonight he's earned that right because a few hours ago in the middle of happy hour, he recognized a sign. Not from the gods or a bolt of lightning, but from a double heart, a kissy face, and a fourth ha in ha ha ha. That's when Jordan knew he was buzzed. So when it was time to go, he got a ride home instead of driving. Be a legend like Jordan. Recognize your buzzed warning signs and get a ride home. Buzz driving is drunk driving.
Living in your ideal home, or is it still a dream? Future Designs Building Materials can help you turn your dreams into reality with atrium windows that will make the sun look brighter, roofing material that will keep your home protected year-round, and decking material for that perfect barbecue setting. Now is the perfect time to get your home improvement project off the ground. Got questions? Future Designs Building Materials can help with all your lumber and home improvement questions. Visit Future Designs Building Materials on Quarry Road in Litchfield or fdbm.net.
What's the FAFSA?
I have no idea what FAFSA stands for.
Yeah, I've heard a couple of people at school talk about it, but I haven't actually had a conversation about it.
When I'm preparing for college, my top priorities are how to pay for it.
They're really focused on getting you to the college level. They're not really focused on getting you through college, so they don't really talk about the financial aid or FAFSA.
The free application for federal student aid is the first step, and it just got easier. Visit knowhowtogoky.org to find out more.
We the people are guaranteed 5 freedoms in the First Amendment.
Freedom of speech.
Freedom of religion.
Freedom of the press.
Freedom to peaceably assemble.
Freedom to petition the government.
Only the United States has these 5 freedoms so simply bound together and guaranteed. Think first. Learn more at thinkfirstamendment.org.
Anytime they're playing music downstairs, it's loud. I go downstairs, see what they're doing, see what music they're doing, see what they're dancing to. I go play play piano downstairs. They come get involved. Leah has a drum set beside it, banging that. Any music, that's what they do.
Lady Cougars are winners tonight by a final score of 51-43 against North Hardin, or 51-43. Yes, is the final score tonight against North Hardin, and Lady Cougars are now 11-8 on the season. This guarantees a winning season for the second straight year, and like they always say, sometimes it's better to win ugly than it is to lose pretty. In fact, I don't think that's sometimes. That's always. I'd always rather win. And in some instances, you can always say, I think in some instances, Coach Hill's kind of similar to I am, that he kind of hates losing more than he likes winning. And tonight he picks up a win, and you only got one game left in this regular season, and it's against a darn good team tomorrow night against Barron County. But tonight you could enjoy picking up a win against a scrappy North Hardin team that, yes, entered with a record of 3-12. But that's a pretty decent team. And the big thing with them is when you look up and down their roster, sophomore, freshman, sophomore, they're going to be pretty good here in a couple of years. Something to keep an eye on. Whitney Hooper's team has got a good bunch to keep an eye on. Looks like we're going to talk to the head coach of the Grayson County Cougars, Ted Hill, and maybe even Rachel Snyder coming up. Again, Snyder scores her 1,000th career point tonight on a 3 on the left wing. Take a break, come back, talk to them after this, as this is Grayson County Lady Cougar basketball on K105.
Living in your ideal home, or is it still a dream? Future Designs Building Materials can help you turn your dreams into reality with atrium windows that will make the sun look brighter, roofing material that will keep your home protected year-round, and decking material for that perfect barbecue setting. Now is the perfect time to get your home improvement project off the ground. Got questions? Future Designs Building Materials can help with all your lumber and home improvement questions. Visit Future Designs Building Materials on Quarry Road in Litchfield or fdbm.net.
Anytime they're playing music downstairs, it's loud. I go downstairs, see what they're doing, see what music they're doing, see what they're dancing to. I go play piano downstairs. They come get involved. Leah has a drum set beside it, banging that. Any music, that's what they do.
How prepared is your family if disaster shows up at your doorstep? You can't just turn away a natural disaster. That's why it's important to go to ready.gov/plan before they show up. It has the tools and tips you need to make an emergency plan with your family. So if disaster comes knocking,
let's go.
You'll be ready to help keep your family safe.
It's just a pizza.
Yes!
Make a plan today.
When caring for a family member, their state of health is continually on your mind. And when they're faced with a health concern, you'll do just about anything to make them feel better. Rest assured, their feel better starts right here at Midway Pharmacy. We take our time to get to know all about your family's health history so we can provide you with educated advice. So when someone's counting on you to help them maintain a healthy lifestyle or to overcome that untimely sickness, remember, your feel better starts here at Midway Pharmacy.
The Twin Lakes Fast Mix, K105.
Grayson County wins tonight by a final score of 51-43, as I'm joined now by the head coach of the Lady Cougars, head coach Ted Hill. And Coach, wasn't a great first half. Probably one that you never want to think about again. But like I always say, sometimes it's better to win ugly. In fact, it's not just sometimes. It's always better to win ugly than it is to lose pretty.
Yeah, we had 19 turnovers at half. We had 10 the first quarter, 19 for the first half, and a lot of it was unforced. You know, they're in a 2-3 zone, and we have 19 turnovers. That's not good basketball. We have to clean that up before next Monday, or it'll be short-lived, and that's just the bottom line.
Tonight, obviously Rachel has her moment. We can talk about that in a moment, but I think maybe the most important moment of the game was Annie Kuiper going 5 of 6 from the free throw line in that fourth quarter. Talked about On the boys' end, Hunter Toms for the boys' team. His freshman year was 28% from the free throw line. His sophomore year, he was 46%, and now he's straddling about 70%. Annie's kind of maybe not quite that drastic, but she's getting in that range of now she's above 50% and hits you. 5 of 6 in crunch time.
Yeah, that was big time. And we played better from about midway through the third quarter on. I thought we were pretty solid. And to see her knock down free throws like that just has to build her confidence sky high, because sometimes she gets a little down. She's probably harder on herself than anyone else, and to knock those down was huge, and it looked like it was no problem when she did it. And great point guards are great free throw shooters.
Oh, there's no doubt.
Bottom line.
There's no doubt. The other player that stood out to me only finishes with 5 points, but I thought defensively, Sydney Perkins was getting her hands in passing lanes. I know that you track deflections, don't you? And I'm not sure if you...
She had 9.
9, yes. I thought she was great defensively. Probably her best defensive game that I remember this season.
Yeah. Well, the Hancock one, she was really good. But we have a lock and key. A lock, obviously, meaning defense, lockdown player of the game. And Sydney got that and in there in the locker room. But she's really improved defensively. She can lock down some people, and she had a bunch of deflections. 9, I think. I don't know how many steals. But well-rounded game. You know, and I like seeing that from a freshman.
She also had a big 3 at the start of that third quarter.
Who's known for being a shooter. You know, she can also get down and guard. We've been working on it.
We'll touch on tomorrow really quick, and then we'll get to Rachel. Tomorrow, Barron County, final game of the regular season. I mean, Barron County is... I guess they're technically not the defending region champs because there was a regional tournament last year, but I know that they're, 2 years away, 2 years from making a decent run at Rupp Arena. Yeah. I know they got a good coach, Piper Lindsay. She's taken a couple of teams to the Sweet 16. I know she was at Mason County. What do you want to see from your team, though? Final game before Edmonson County.
I want to see us clean up some turnovers, number one. We have to. Coach Lindsay, I've known her a while. She does a great job, and I think they're 15-7. I think I looked today, and I don't know if they played tonight or not.
They did not.
I got to go home and watch some film. I haven't watched film on them yet. And it'll be aggressive. They will press us, and we've got to cut down the turnovers, and that's just the bottom line. I think we're starting – we're going to shoot better. I just have a feeling coming up here. So cut down on turnovers.
I'm not sure if I would have told you before the game to pick what Rachel's 1,000th point would come on, that it would be a 3, would have been your first pick. But how cool is that moment?
It really was. I told Todd to kind of keep me updated through the game, but I was into. I think I was yelling at the official there when she got her 1,000th, and so it kind of worked out right in between quarters, and because I'd planned if it happened in the middle of a quarter to call timeout and do it, you know. But really cool for her to hit a 3, and like what I said before the game, a great player in an elite club now. There's been some outstanding players here, and on top of that, Rachel's a better person, no doubt. Wonderful kid.
Well, Coach, we'll bring her in here, and we will see you tomorrow night. Should be a good game against Barron County, and like we said, district will be here before we know it. It's coming up real quick.
Can't wait.
That's head coach Ted Hill. Lady Cougars pick up the win against North Hardin tonight by a final score of 51-43, as we're going to bring in the star tonight, scoring 24 points, including the one that was her 1,000th, as Grayson County picks up the win again, as Rachel Snyder joins us now. And Rachel, congratulations, 1,000 points. How's that feel?
It feels awesome. I didn't think I'd ever get there, but I did.
It was something that I know that I've been keeping track on, and we've been trying to see, which game would it happen, and with all the cancellations, it got to the point. Yeah, exactly. A three-pointer, though, is the one that it comes on. Is that
really?
Yeah, it came on your 3 there that you hit on the left wing.
Oh.
That was the one. You were at 998, and then you hit the 3, and that put you over 1,000.
I'd have never guessed that.
Yeah, exactly. That would have been kind of one of those things that I even mentioned to Coach, but I guess so you weren't keeping track of it at all?
Not during the game. No, I can't do that. I'm not that talented.
Did you know that you were 17 away coming in tonight?
Yeah, I did know that. I had people telling me, but I can't keep up during the game, so I had no clue.
Coach talked about it, and he said that this group of 1,000 career points. I know that last year Kenzie got a point of it. But, I mean, you could go through and name all of these players, and it's some of the best players to ever come through, and now you can put on that list your name. What does that mean to you as a player?
I don't know, man. I worked for it. Sophomore year, I put in a lot of work. So to actually get it, it feels like, I don't know. It's like rewarding, you know. It's like, whoa, you know, hard work pays off. It shows that it really does. So.
Do you think, though, you mentioning that hard work pays off, and you look, and I know we talked about this, I think the last time that you were on with us, that you look at your younger players that are behind you. You know, Sydney tonight, 5 points. Arissa, 10. Annie hit some big free throws down the stretch. Is that something that you try and show them, that you put in the work and you're going to score your 1,000th career point as well?
Oh yeah, I mean they're always staying after. So, I mean I know they're putting in the work, so I'm sure they'll get there. Because I mean every practice they're staying over. So.
What does that say though to you as a leader? Well, for one, we can make the comment down here is if for those of you that are watching with us and not on the radio. Looks like we got Annie, Reagan, and Arissa down there have signs. Looks
I'm
like
about
balloons.
to cuss. That's what I say all the time.
I'm about to cuss, yeah. 1,000 point club. Someone says, congrats, Rachel. Looks like you got a gift bag or something down there.
Yeah.
Is that a Mountain Dew?
Yep. Yeah. They know me well.
What does that, though, mean that, you know, your teammates come up with something like that to you?
I wouldn't have thought they'd do that, but it shows that they care, you know? And they know how hard I've worked. They're good friends. They're my best friends.
1 week from tonight, you've got Edmonson County in the district tournament. I know I was talking with our director over here, Chase Blaine. It's kind of like it doesn't get much better than Grayson County, Edmonson County for the district tournament in a winner-go-home game. I think back to the boys' game here last year in that same situation where it was Game 2, Grayson County, Edmonson County. Winner goes to the district championship, loser goes home. What does your team need to do over this next week before getting into that game to have a chance to win a district championship and to snap the 3 in a row that Edmonson County has won?
Turnovers, and I think we're scared. So we've got to come in thinking, hey, we can do this. You know, we've done it before. So we just got to hit shots, quit turning over, and stay calm.
Is there something as a leader, you mentioned the scared word, is there something as a leader yourself that you can make your team unscared? if that even makes sense, you know?
I don't think so. I mean, if I keep my cool, I think they'll keep their cool. And if I talk to them, I think that'll help. But, I mean, we'll all have nerves. Everybody has nerves, but
we'll have nerves, and we're not even going to play.
Exactly. People
you should see Cody.
Oh, he's probably shaking.
Oh, she shakes the entire game.
He's probably, oh, God.
Rachel, congratulations on 1,000 career points. Congratulations on a 24-point night on the win. And
thank you.
Next week, chance to win a district championship.
That's great.
What a way to go out. That's Rachel Snyder, scoring her 1,000th career points tonight. So, Rachel, appreciate you taking the time, and we'll come back with more as this is Lady Cougar Basketball on K105.
There are everyday actions to help prevent the spread of respiratory diseases. Wash your hands. Avoid close contact with people who are sick. Avoid touching your eyes, nose, and mouth. Stay home when you are sick. Cover your cough or sneeze. Clean and disinfect frequently touched objects with household cleaning spray. For more information, visit cdc.gov/COVID-19. This message brought to you by the National Association of Broadcasters and this station.
Oh, that's a bad call.
That was a great call.
That's the worst call I've ever seen.
Great call.
Horrible. It's a horrible call.
Sports fans don't often see things the same way.
Terrible call.
That was a good call.
Terrible call.
But there's one call everyone can agree on. Call 811 before you dig, the free service that helps you avoid utility lines while you're digging. Know what's below. Call 811 before you dig.
Safety!
What's the FAFSA?
I have no idea what FAFSA stands for.
Yeah, I've heard a couple of people at school talk about it, but I haven't actually had like a conversation about it.
When I'm preparing for college, my top priorities are how to pay for it.
They're really focused on getting you to the college level. They're not really focused on getting you through college, so they don't really talk about the financial aid or FAFSA.
The free application for federal student aid is the first step, and it just got easier. Visit knowhowtogoky.org to find out more.
I don't think that many kids in my son's school even do it.
He makes fun of his friend who vapes.
He would never try it.
She's into
soccer. She's on the honor roll. She's just not the type.
No way.
No way. No way.
No way, my kid would never vape.
Get your head out of the cloud. Today, nearly 8,000 kids will start vaping. Maybe even yours. Learn about the dangers at talkaboutvaping.org.
The Twin Lakes Best Mix, K105.
Lady Cougars are winners tonight by a final score of 51-43. We'll try to run down some quick scores from around the region before wrapping things up. As let's see what we can't figure out here. Final score in boys basketball: Bowling Green defeating Warren East by a final score of 90-55. As Owensboro Catholic all over Webster County by a final score of 56-19. Webster County didn't have 3 starters in that game, which probably explains why that one was as large of a deficit as it was. And at the half, Glasgow leads Edmonson County 22-18 in girls basketball. Again, the Lady Cougars will face that team 1 week from tonight. Grayson County picks up the 51-43 win. We'll come back, wrap it up after this, as this is Lady Cougar basketball on K105.
How prepared is your family if disaster shows up at your doorstep? You can't just turn away a natural disaster. That's why it's important to go to ready.gov/plan before they show up. It has the tools and tips you need to make an emergency plan with your family. So if disaster comes knocking,
let's go.
You'll be ready to help keep your family safe.
It's just a pizza.
Yes!
Make a plan today.
We, the people, are guaranteed 5 freedoms in the First Amendment.
Freedom of speech.
Freedom of religion.
Freedom of the press.
Freedom to peaceably assemble.
Freedom to petition the government.
Only the United States has these 5 freedoms so simply bound together and guaranteed. Think first. Learn more at thinkfirstamendment.org.
Spending time outdoors has never felt more valuable. Whether it's exploring nature or relaxing in your yard, let's do it responsibly. Before going out, check for closures and fire restrictions. Practice social distancing, even when outside and on the trail. Back at home, if burning yard debris, keep your pile small. And no matter where you are, be sure to properly extinguish any outdoor fire. Drown, stir, drown, feel. We're all in this together. Help keep our safe places safe.
Living in your ideal home, or is it still a dream? Future Designs Building Materials can help you turn your dreams into reality with atrium windows that will make the sun look brighter, roofing material that will keep your home protected year-round, and decking material for that perfect barbecue setting. Now is the perfect time to get your home improvement project off the ground. Got questions? Future Designs Building Materials can help with all your lumber and home improvement questions. Visit Future Designs Building Materials on Quarry Road in Litchfield or fdbm.net.
The Twin Lakes Best Mix, K105.
Welcome back here to the Cougar Den, where the Lady Cougars are winners tonight by a final score of 51-43 against North Hardin. Leading scores from this game for North Hardin: 14 points for Peyton Isom, 8 points for Ella Shearer, 5 points for Jerica Johnson, and 4 points for Destiny Barnes. Rounding out the scoring, 3 points for Temperance Wimberly, 1 point apiece for Nevaeh Raphael and for Jayana Lee. For Grayson County, it was Rachel Snyder. She led the way, 24 points, including her 1,000th. 10 points for Arissa Riggs, 9 points for Annie Kuiper, 5 points for Sydney Perkins, 3 points for Gracie Franklin. Lady Cougars back in action tomorrow evening, as it'll be our final girl-boy doubleheader here from the Cougar Den, as Grayson County will welcome in Barron County. Wherever you're listening or watching this game, you tune back in right on the same platforms tomorrow, as it'll be on K105 Digital Productions and also live on K105. As the Lady Cougars game will start at 6 o'clock, the boys will follow, both teams playing Barron County. So our coverage will begin at about 5:40 with the Locker Room Show right here on K105 and K105 Digital Productions. I want to thank the K105 Digital Productions crew for their hard work tonight. Your director was Chase Blaine. Your camera operator was Cody Brock. Be sure to check back to K105.com tomorrow for the illustrious sports writer Don Brown's recap from tonight's game. Grayson County a winner tonight by a final score of 51-43. Rachel Snyder, 24 points, including 1,000 for her career. That really wraps us up here tonight. Appreciate everyone taking the time to tune in. Until tomorrow night, this is Sam Gormley saying, so long, everyone.